Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. If I did not see you earlier, hello. If you weren't here earlier today, we did the co-stream with Kinetic Publishing to show off some of the games that they are partnering with, some of the studios. Pretty freaking cool, man. I'm very interested to see what they do in the future. There's a few of those games that are definitely on our list to check out, so we'll look into it for sure. But tonight, we are going to be doing the last major peak update. I don't know what else is going to happen from there. I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be upkeep and all that jazz, but this is the last major update for the game. So our goal is to get to the top, and we are going to have friends. Let's go. Got vacate crud off to bed. Oh, Blondie, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry. There's nothing better than going on vacation to come back to feeling like trash. Nothing better. Ty Terry, thank you for the 8 months. Miss Dangerously, thank you for the 6. Hello. Oh, can't wait. You guys are going to love it. Listen, I can't speak for all of us. There's a few of us that are playing, but I know at least 2 of us don't play very often. I know at least one of us plays a decent amount. Or did play a decent amount. Hold, please. What's up, caveman? Good to see you. Hello. Should be good, man. I haven't played Peak in a while. Shit, I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and look and see the last time we even played. It's been a minute. What? Sorry. J-Mox, good to see you. What's up, Beanie? Beanie and Teeny. Oh, hey, I got that shirt. Not the pocket tee one, but oh, I appreciate you, Juju. I know. I love the pocket tees. The pocket tees are where it's at, bruh. Where it's at, bruh. Ay, 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 ay. Mr. 420, thank you, friend. Got to change the lights before you go. Let's go. Is that a Phasmo doll behind you? Up here? Frank's there. Is that what you're talking about? What? Bryce, welcome in. How are you? What is Peak? Oh, I would definitely give it a Google, friend. Peak is a game about climbing and trying not to die. It's probably the easiest way I can explain it to you. If you haven't seen it, I've got a couple of videos that I've posted about it for sure. My new 4-month-old kittens love to sit and watch the stream. Let's go. Hell yeah. No, the big one on the other side. You think that there's a large Phasmo doll behind me? Probably want to get that checked out, dude. Midnight, thank you so much for the 25 months. Love watching the videos and streams. Thank you. I'm not playing solo. No, we are going to have a group of friends with us today. Sure, Pam is offended? Probably. Jesus. Who is this so-called friend? Wouldn't you like to know? Hey, Mystic. Good to see you. Bing, the almighty Bing Bong. I've got Bing Bong up there. Where's he at? He's up there. It's hard to see him. You see his little hat? He's up there. He's on the shelf. He's up there. Love the Camp Crystal Lake. I love it. It's one of my favorite mugs. I love it too. Emery got the diamond back. Let's go. Metallic Crow. Thank you for the biddies. Buttercup. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you, friends. I'm just being communicate with our friends just to make sure things are lined up. Came for the Phasmo, stayed for the sarcasm. I would never, ever. You thought it was like a mannequin. So you think the mannequin is a doll, a large Phasmo doll. What? Comic book the other day. I love it. Thank you again. Of course. Listen, there's a lot of really awesome, amazing, great people here that if I'm not giving merch away randomly, you never know what day merch is just popping up to be given away. So if you get the opportunity to get it, that's awesome. Hell yeah. What is the plan tonight? Peak. Da peak. Yep. We've got our crew. We've got our 4. Trying to get all the achievements in Faz. Should I wait to prestige until I unlock all tier 2 and 3? Still debating how to do it. I don't want to go to like 125 and lose 25 levels that could have gone to the next prestige. Should you wait until you unlock all? Wait, I'm confused about what you're trying to figure out. So you're trying to figure out if you should prestige. But you're trying to figure out if you should unlock all tier 2 and 3 first? What? Baron mentioned wanting to do another Granny Phasma night with you. How many subs do I have to buy to see that? No, nothing. I promised him. I promised him that we would do it. I am also confused. I promised him we would do it. So we'll find a night and we will do it. You'll earn enough money to unlock tier 2 and 3 prior to being able to prestige. That's why I'm confuzzled. I need to unlock all tier 2, tier 3 for the achievement and prestige 3 times. So wait, so my understanding, are a couple of the achievements unlock all tier 2, unlock all tier 3? Because if that's what you're asking me, then then are you not going to be in the exact same situation when you prestige and go to the next prestige? Next person to mention Baron owes me $20 for. Oh, fuck. All right. I owe Phoenix $20. I wasn't sure. And yeah, their achievement. I mean, if you think about it, you're going to be in the exact same situation that you're in now, just next prestige. If you're like, well, I could prestige, but I need to unlock all tier 2 and tier 3. So I'm going to get enough levels. I mean, really what you should be doing is as you level, unlock tier 2 and tier 3 the second they're available. There should be no reason that you get to level 100 and you haven't unlocked every piece of equipment. There should be no reason for that. Unless you're literally like, unless you're losing a lot or you're just not buying anything. Amanda, hello. Good to see you. Playing Peak today? Yes. Yes, we are. Thank you for the subs and the biddies, friendos. Thank you so much. Especially, I would literally just buy things. As the second you see that it's unlockable and you have the money, buy it. Buy it. Especially if you are trying to get the achievements. Just do it. Just do it. What's up, Mr. Vinchley? Hello. I bet you're play Peak today. Hush, Shanna. I die a lot, lose my money. See, do you understand why? Like, that's one of my biggest talking points with Phasmo is about like surviving, staying alive. It's one of my biggest talking points when someone's talking about new to the game. I released that video earlier today, by the way. Remember when we were going over that game about like new player experience, what I would do if I was a new player while playing? That is live right now if anybody wanted to see it. What is Peak? It's a game. It's fun. Of the vibes. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Relentless, thank you for the biddies. Jamie, thank you for the 21 months. Spooky friendships. I'm just smart. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, see that little bing bong guy? That's all you need to know about Peak. See a little dancing bing bong? That's all you need. Everything else is just, it's moot. Everything else is, it's a moo's opinion. No, it's moo. Moot. Wait, what did he say? Shit, I lost it. And friends. It's moo. It's a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter, right? Is that how it goes? I think that's how it goes. Like, am I hanging out with him too much or did that make sense? Gonna try to listen while I work. Thank you, friend. Don't get in trouble at work. Please and thank you. Problem is that I'm not new to the game. Most of the deaths happen because I either get stuck or doom slayed. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. It's like a cow's opinion. Doesn't matter. Hey, Wild West Jesus, good to see you. I went up. Doc was playing that grain rot game again. I definitely want to play that again soon. That's a really good game, and I want to level up my base. Are you going to show us how pros play Peak? Yes, by looking at someone who's really good and giving you a point of view of like from like down here, like, hey, look, they're good. Yeah, that's Phoenix. Yeah, that's Phoenix is the good one. So no pressure, but Phoenix has played a lot. They're really good. They you know, they know their way around. And also, they are the only one of us, I believe, unless Vinchley has done stuff and things, is the only one that has played the new update. I think. Vin has not played. Yep, sweet. So myself, Vin, and Chiba, we've played the game, but we have not played the update yet. So it's going to be fun. The only thing that I have seen from the update is like some of the social media posts that they put out, but I don't even watch them in their entirety. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Boyfriend, I love playing Peak when I'm tired and can't think. It's so chaotic, even when it's just the two of us. It's for me, I've said this before, sound. Sound is such an important part of a game for me, being good or bad. And Peak, while yes, it can be a little bit loud and echoey at times, the being far away from someone and hearing the screams, love it. Love it. I want that mug. Well, you can't have it. It was a gift from a friend and it's mine. So take that. I don't even know what the new biome is yet. I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember. There's two new biomes. Maybe you'll hear Vin in a tornado again. Oh my God. If you guys haven't seen that, I don't know how hard it would be for you to go back and find it. But there's a clip of me playing with Vin and friends and Vin getting sucked up by a tornado. Dude, priceless. So funny. The gloom in the Citadel. There we go. Thank you, Granok. There we go. Does your friend wear a hockey mask by chance? Does my friend wear a hockey mask? like H2O? Like Delirious? Warning, you will hate the Gloom Frog. Hey, I might like it. You don't know. Weren't you just in New York this morning? Yes. Hi, Maddie. Gura said, thank you for the 10-month tier 3, dude. Thank you for the sub. Yes, Alexandra, I will be. Yes. As soon as we get started with the games, I will be live over there as well. So if you are a YouTube frog and you like to have the videos just up and about, I got you. I got you. What's up, Maddie Pooh? How are you, friend? How's the fam? How's it going? I feel like Prox games are my favorite game because it's just so immersive. Any game that has proximity chat, especially when they do it well, it's just so immersive. And that's one of my favorite, possibly one of my favorite things about multiplayer games. I love it, man. Sound that's reactive to the environment. So like it's echoey in this area or muted in this or whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, so great. Far enough. Good to see you. Hello. All right. I need to pull up our friendo on my phone so I can see him whenever he's ready to rock. I assume he's either A, ready soon, or B, very deep into community games or community engagement. Who are we playing with today? We will be playing with Mr. Chiba. We will be playing with Mr. Vinchley. And we will be playing with the great, the best, Phoenix Dark. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'll never use Discord for I will only use Discord. I will only use Discord if it is a have to. Like audio's having issue and we have no choice. That's the only time I will use Discord. Played a family game of Waffle Ball. Eh? Mailing out. Oh, thank you, sir. No, don't you dare apologize. Listen, he is the most forgetful little turd. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for mailing the stuff. Let me know if there's anything I need to do, sir. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Saga. I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun. We might not make it up the first try, but we're sure going to try. I have not played Shift at Midnight yet. It's on the list. I'm not ruining my immersion for nobody. I will only do it if we are having issues. Like the one time we were having issues in Funnel Runners, like Baron was having issues because he was literally getting disconnected from the voice client, still connected to the internet, voice client disconnected. So we had no choice to be able to hear him. Yeah. Alias, thank you for the gigantic, oh, pet them bees. Storm, I'm good. How are you? I believe in you. First time. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's been a long time, dude. The closest thing that I have come to playing Peak was us playing Mecha Chameleon on the Peak map. That's the closest I've been in a long time. You like playing Mortuary Assistant? I haven't played that one in a long time either. Shoo. Shoo. It's going to be fun, I think. I think so too. It is a great game. It is, mechanic wise, it's awesome. It's really well done. So I'm excited to check out this update. There might be updates that happened that I don't remember that I didn't even try. So I guess we'll see. I believe someone might also carry you. Now we're talking. That's better. That's more realistic. That's more realistic. Trying to resist the urge to temporary heart monitor I have on for the next 3 days. Yet he's a, what the hell? Yeah, don't touch that. That sounds like something you don't touch. Is that Pam Jam behind you? It might be. Need motivation. If you don't make it up the first run, grow soda. Oh, don't say that. We'll die in the first. We'll literally die in the first thing. Don't say that. Loretta, thank you for the subs. Don't say that. Don't say that. Just finished up Quarantine Zone. Oh, man. That was good times. Wait, playing it or watching it, Mr. 420? Blue Cheese, you shut your lips. Raven, hi, friend. How are the games with Mr. Doc? I was watching you guys for a little bit. It's such a... I was just talking about Grain Rot. I'm like, I can't wait to play again. Ravan's going to have literally the entire game finished. Oh, playing it. Did you enjoy it? Every 5 deaths equals... No, that... There's almost no chance I'll die 5 times. Because that would mean we have to get... we would have to have people die, get to the next thing, resurrect, die again. Yeah. That's unrealistic. Fast today? No. I could drop kick people all day. I do have the game. Oh my God. So wait, what level do you have the rooms in that game, Rayvan? Strangely addictive. It's a good game. It's a good game. The Quarantine Zone, good stuff. I enjoyed it. My playthrough is updated uploaded. If you guys haven't seen it. What do I have a gross soda for you? Buy them, you don't finish. Absolutely no way in hell. No shot. No way. Oh, you know what I did do? I added I had many people ask for it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So one single wedge on the wheel is good soda. One single wedge. That's it. So if I land on that, it's almost like I earned a break. And then I will try whatever one of the cool around the country sodas that guy got sent. I will try one of those. And I'm just going to stick one in the fridge and that's it. And then we'll go from there. I can't believe people asked for that. I think it's because some people are probably like, I really can't watch him do this anymore. What am I going to stream Phasmo next? Oh, probably Friday. Probably Friday, Bryce. Yeah. Yeah. Good soda's rigged. No, it is a single wedge. It is just as big. It is the same size as all the other ones. All right. Let's go ahead and open up Peak so that way we are ready to rock. It should be good to go. I'm going to be honest. I haven't played Peak since I've gotten this, since I've had this PC. I had to re-download it. Still need to try the blue cheese. Nope, absolutely not. There's no try the blue cheese soda. The only way that's going to happen is if it's the wheel, grow soda, blue cheese. That is the only way. 'Tis the only way. I might have to turn that down. Sweet mother and all that is. Like watching. Thanks for. Oh, Loretta, thank you. That's super kind of me to say. Is that loud for you? Holy shit. Voice activation, push to talk. nice. Look, we can separate. Whoa. So you're saying there's a chance. Let's do for now 50-50, maybe? What? Is that better? Because I want to be able to keep this up and then I can adjust their volumes just in case. Windowed full screen, max frame, 400? Good Lord, dude. What kind of monitor do you think I got? I can't even do a can I? A clean 144. There we go. Okay, shadow distance, fine. Accessibility, I don't think we have to worry about that. Zombie phobia mode. Oh, I didn't. Bug phobia. I'm kind of interested what they are. Enable cannibalism? Hell yeah. Hey, what's up, Ghosty? Good to see you. You said something. All right, I guess I'll leave everything else alone. The only thing I need to worry about is push to talk. Graphics, audio. Okay, where are my keybinds? Microphone mode, push to talk. But where's the push to talk? Do I just not see it right now? It binds to the V key for push to talk. Oh, that's actually perfect. I think that's literally the key that I use anyway. Okay. Which I could change that too. And whatever key they use, that's fine. Oh, Alias, thank you so much for the 5 subs, friendo. Thank you. The fact that cannibalism was a community suggestion is amazing. It's, you know, listen, that's what happens when you listen to your peeps. The final ascent is finally out. Wait, Phoenix can probably answer this. Phoenix, should I leave my camera where it is or should I move it? I got the next sub gifter badge. Wait, did you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Camera should be fine. Okay. I didn't think there was anything in the top right that was necessary, but okay. The final ascent is finally out. Check the patch notes. Our servers are exploding. They should scale up shortly. Sorry if your game fails to load in the meantime. And remember to disable your mods. This update will probably break up. Roger that. Roger that. All right. I guess I will host the game. I suppose it did. Game on. All right. Once this gets on, I'll go live elsewhere as well. Nothing is in the upper third, so it's good. Okay. Oh, there we go. I need to check my outfit and all that jazz. All that jazz. Be careful, the new Gloom is very hard. Oh, I've heard. People are saying that a couple of them are a bit tough, but you know, we're going to try our best. Is that a crab with a knife? Maybe. It's like a crab volcano with a knife. There's the difference. I think that there's a vast difference here. What do I look like right now? That makes sense. I don't think I have much else that I can actually use. A little tough there. Like a tomato. I know I could change my color back to my color, I guess. Hold on. Let's see, I could do, let's do this guy. Okay. That's the only hat that I have. That's it. I got, that's all I got, dude. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, there's a second page. Okay, good. All right. There's no black cap. There's only so much I can do. Disciple, good to see you. J-Mox, thank you for the 6-month Prime, friend. I mean, do we stick with the beer hat? Could be a cowboy. Little bandana. Am I a beer chugging Boy Scout? I guess. I mean, I could be if I wanted to be. Perdido! What's up, friend? Reclusive, good to see you. What's up, Roman? Hello. Here, let's go to the clothes real quick. Oh, send invites. Oh, yeah. That'd probably be helpful, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Whoops. Let's see. Invite to what? There we go. Cheebs. Phoenix. Vinchley. Okay. Maybe I just stick with this, you know? I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fitting. I like it. Can we pretend the hat is filled with gross soda? No, you can pretend it's filled with delicious soda. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is awesome. All right, now you have to talk like you're from that era.
Oh. You know.
I don't know what that's.
What would I even say?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
That's not even what I had on when I started this.
Hey, Matthew. Yeah,
it was just like, nah, reset.
Nah, reset. All right. Well, once Mr. Cheebs gets done vacuuming his bathroom carpet, then he'll be good to go, I suppose.
I thought you were going to say like vacuuming a fish tank.
I'm just assuming. Where's the backflip? Is it on the second page? Holy, it's so over. Backflip. Ka-chow. Look at that. Like a pro.
Ka-chow.
Like a pro. I'm just going to keep going. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, Sean. We want to find him. We want to find him for sure. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to remember the mechanics of everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. The E? Oh, throw with Q. Easy ball. Shit.
Kobe. No. No Kobe.
No Kobe's. Here, let's go for a 3. Oh, thank you.
Oh!
Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, Dark Plays, good to see you. No, I'm not very graceful. Oh, too much sauce.
Oh.
I'm just going for distance now.
Yeah, half court. Ready? Go.
Oh.
Chiba.
I have a solar eclipse where I am.
Yeah, me too.
Chiba, are you a solar eclipse?
At least I didn't see the solar. Did we have a solar eclipse?
Oh, I thought you said you were a solar eclipse, and I was like,
I'm
sure,
only a solar eclipse on
bud.
Thursdays. We're still 24 hours away from that.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
No, apparently there was a big solar eclipse, and also all the planets aligned, and Tito Jackson came back. There was a whole thing happening today, and I missed all of it.
Cats and dogs.
How's their volume?
Together, mass hysteria.
I'm turning their volume.
Cats and dogs, raccoons. Yeah, everything was happening. Depends
Audio.
what. Oh, okay. I gotta. One second. I gotta do my push to talk.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's not working.
Well, it's
It's bound to V.
Yeah, it's bound to V, and you don't change that.
Vanilla mode.
No, I had it on voice activation because I think the last time I played, I wasn't streaming. One sec.
Oh, last time you played, it didn't care what other people thought. Okay.
Wow, I mean, I didn't say that. That's certainly one way you can word that. Hey! I'm holding my Canadian passport.
I'm just trying to remember how everything works.
Yeah, actually, speaking of, how do I catch again? Is it E? No, wait.
I think it's E. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
No, well, I can't really.
Too much.
Oh, you were trying to shoot the basket, I guess.
You saw the solar eclipse in France. So that is Cheebs. We have a Chibo,
How do
we
I
have
throw?
a Phoenix.
Is it right click?
It's Q. Hold Q, and then you'll gain
It's
strength.
Q?
Yes.
Why the fuck
Look
is
on the bottom
Q?
right.
That seems
Look at the bottom
brilliant.
right.
Oh, drop Q, throw. Oh my god. Okay.
I told him you sent an invite. Okay. If it's not working, I can send another one.
Oh, that was not
Too
good.
much
Why is it
sauce.
Q though? Can I like change that?
No. You just watch. This is what you do. You just do one of these. You turn around in a circle. You throw it straight up in the air and watch this. What? Imagine if that went in.
I was watching, but I didn't really see what happened. Was it?
Here.
Was it supposed to do something else?
No.
Okay. Ready? Now that we know what to press, I'm gonna get it in this time. Oh. Okay. As if you can do that. As if you just steal it right out of their hands.
Here.
My God.
I'll back up.
I like how you dribble too when you're walking. Okay, ready for it?
Yep, you got this. Easy. Never mind.
Oh, so close! So close!
Thank you, Mr. 420. All right, maybe I go a little bit less on the sauce. Oh. All right. Well, once Vin gets in here, it's game on. We're gonna
Mr.
try.
Vinny Vin.
Yeah, Vin.
I have a serious
Vin.
question to ask Vin as well when he gets in here. Gotta ask him a question.
Is it serious?
Oh dear.
It's
serious.
No. It's not that serious.
Is it about a restaurant?
It's not like a joking question. I mean, it's slightly joking, but not really, but kind of, but a little bit possibly, but largely serious.
So what you're saying is,
feed it. Doc wants. You want me to feed him the ball, Doc, or like?
oh,
Nom 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 nom.
feed him the ball.
I don't know how does that.
You wouldn't do that to a guy wearing a hat like that.
Where'd it go?
Oh my god.
It's up there.
Oh. Can I hit him with one of these? Hold on.
Do they have? You could do 1v1.
Oh yeah.
In
1v1,
there?
Oh,
1v1
come
this.
on, man! That was a rim shot.
Okay.
That's not the way to do it.
Have you seen the clip of that lady that was trying to talk about a blowout?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that too. The QVC girl. Here, I gotta.
Yeah. Oh my god. Vin.
That's
Benchley.
the correction though. That's a rim shot.
Hello?
Benchley.
Hello?
Hi.
Vin.
The dogs.
No wait. No,
Gotta
no,
feed
no.
the doggos.
Oh, I gotta do the best one. No.
Hello?
No. Hi.
Oh.
Best one by far.
Look,
I
good
love
Flash.
Vin.
What we got there?
How are you, sir? Oh my god, look at. Oh, I love your helmet.
Well, thank you. You know,
You're very welcome.
took a little
Oh,
took a little dive
Hey,
off of the
James.
peak.
Vin,
Oh, who's this?
you're a peak pro though, right?
He is a peak pro. That's-
Absolutely not.
The
You're
helmet.
a pro peaker.
The
You're gonna
helmet
carry us.
says all about it.
A pro
The
peaker.
helmet does say all. You're a pro
I'm a-
peaker, Vin.
Yeah, I go around Chiba like, hey, yo, I'm a pro at peaking. Just anywhere I'm out and about.
You don't
you
have to
know?
use the restroom. do
Hey,
you?
sir, I'm at the deli. You know, in the line. Did you know I'm a pro at peaking?
Hey,
Okay,
So
so
you know I'm
Vin,
a pro.
Chiba said
peak.
he has a very serious
I-
question for you.
I have a very serious
Yeah.
question. So I've been told
Oh,
your
God.
heritage. I've been told your heritage, and I must know. We pronounce it 3 different ways. Is it Lao, Laos, or Laos? Are all 3 of those wrong, and we're all idiots? Judging by the laughter, we're all idiots, and all 3 are wrong. Is what I'm
All
assuming.
right, I'm gonna go ahead and board the
Oh my
flight.
God.
Which one is it? Which one? You got to pronounce it. We must
It's
know.
Laos.
It is
Laos.
Laos.
Yes.
Oh, so I was saying
So
Laos.
the
I'm
country
wrong.
is Laos.
Oh,
The
okay.
people are Laotian. We speak Lao.
We're just gonna do the island's default.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's
difficulty
kind
and
of
see
like an
how it goes.
amalgamation.
I was gonna say you kind of said all 3.
Yeah, so it's kind of an amalgamation.
So
All right, we're gonna
Laos,
start
like,
now.
You are.
I have a feeling that Chiba's gonna get left behind, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best. He's gonna get caught up reading chat. I almost guarantee it. All right, this looks
That's
familiar.
one way to end a conversation.
That
Yeah.
you got some fortified milk.
Sorry, it was important information. We had to know.
I thought it was a more serious, like.
You,
No, it wasn't that
you
serious.
think he's gonna hit
I
you with
just-
seriousness.
The sweat.
Yeah, not. Listen, Vin. There's a limit to how
Wait,
serious
wait,
it gets.
wait,
You know what I
wait,
mean?
wait. I got it covered. Is Chiba gonna live?
I was so close to Chiba.
Yes.
He said
Maybe.
yes.
I hope so.
Is Vin gonna let Chiba die?
No.
Vin would never do that.
It is a bad idea, but it could
Exactly.
happen.
Thank you.
Is
That is a
this-
bad
is
idea,
the
Bing
key
Bong.
word.
Yeah, let
Let?
is. I don't know about that. Okay, I don't know what else we got for Bing Bong here. I've actually never carried Bing Bong to the end.
Oh, I've never
Oh,
done that
really?
either.
Well,
No.
I've
No,
never done
I've
it either,
never
but
done
today
that.
could be the day, Vin.
Probably
I mean,
need
if you
to
want to
move, I imagine.
Do you want to?
You know, I'm a.
I'll bring
You wanna
him
make
with
the
I
me
do
and
go
we'll see
around
how
telling
far
people
we
I'm a
can.
pro at
Oh,
peaking,
mighty
you know?
Bing Bong.
You are a
Yes,
pro peaker. You got to live up to your
peak.
name.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Peeking
Then
so
peek.
hard, Bayo.
Today's your pro peeking moment.
Okay.
I have no
He
gear, by the
peeks
way.
on
I'm just
that peak.
raw dogging this trip. Oh, you peak so hard.
I mean,
Oh,
you have
hold on one second.
backpack, So you got that.
I'll
How are
be.
you climbing this thing? Oh, lunge. Is that how you do it?
The left clicks.
It's been like
I
4
almost
years
stepped
since
on
I
a
played this.
jellyfish.
Oh, there. Oh,
You'll be okay.
there we go.
I left half a coconut
We'll
there
get there
for you.
eventually.
Half a coconut.
Ooh,
half a coconut.
Half a coconut.
coconut.
Half a
Half a
coconut.
Oh, I do love.
Keep me posted on the volumes, by the way, if they're not loud enough. All right.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm
watching
gonna
my
go
stamina
towards
bar.
whatever that shiny stuff is.
The shine. What the hell is that?
That's
I don't know, and I want to see it all.
I'm also interested to see what that is. Let's go to the
Right?
shiny
I'm
thing.
like, something is giving a shiny shine. I
I
need to go see
like.
what it is.
Okay. They're already way back there. I was making predictions that Chiba would be left behind.
You know,
All right.
he does sound funnier though from this distance.
He does, and you know what? I don't know.
like-
I don't know if it's because they adjusted volumes in general, but it doesn't sound as loud when they're in the distance. Oh, you want some trail mix?
Ooh, trail mix.
Num nums. Num nums. All right. Do we even need to climb on these guys? I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm gonna climb on this one though.
Yeah, we
Volume be lower when people are further away, so the volume's fine. It does seem okay. I just went up this way, Phoenix. Hi, Mail. Balloons.
This sounds-
I found a bunch of balloons. Look.
Keep
Do I-
those.
Should I just keep it in my inventory? Oh, you must. Hey,
yeah,
hey.
you need 6
Look.
to float. But if
Oh
you
my-
have them, it'll make your backpack really light.
Okay, I'm gonna eat some
But
thick
also, if
mints.
we can find 3 more, we can see if we can make you float to that.
Oh my god. We can climb up there. I'm gonna leave them some thick mints.
Not even a full nut, dude. You want to share a nut with me? I can share in my nut.
If you give me half of your nut, that'd make a full nut, and then I'd be I'd be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind having half a nut. I've had half a nut before.
What the hell?
I mean, I don't. I have half a nut right now. I mean, I'm kind of.
No, their conversation is.
I just gotta let them know where we went.
Yeah.
Okay, if here, let me throw my nut at you.
Hey guys.
The person doesn't hit me in the face.
Hey
I don't
guys.
know if I want to know what they're talking about.
Can we avoid the face?
Okay,
I mean, this is
let
a.
me.
Okay.
Hit like
Okay,
the
let me.
testicles
Let me
or
how do we throw? Do we? Okay, hold on. Let me.
Hey.
You hold
Oh shit!
here.
Hey, you
Dude, I
did
got
it.
on your back. Oh, dude, I got a back shot. Nice.
There we go.
Oh my
This is
god.
the weirdest
Okay,
climb
how
I've
many
ever
we got
had.
here? Hello?
There's a jellyfish right here.
Thank you.
So careful. Mm-hmm.
Can we?
This
Can we?
is by far the weirdest climb I've ever had.
Oh shit.
The music just got
Where'd you
just
go?
got spicy.
Oh, here. Here.
Spicy
hold
and
my
fun.
hand.
Huh.
Here you go. Hold my
I might have to
hand.
turn the music down if it's gonna get like that. Oh my god. There's so much luggage.
There we go. Here we go.
That's good.
Scared of
'cause
nuts and-
yesterday
I am gonna
we
turn
had
it down a little bit.
Oh my
luggage, and it
god,
was
I'm
the
sorry, I'm learning how to
worst.
climb again. Like, this is my first day on Earth.
I know.
I'm cool with
so
it, but
glad
man,
we
that was
did.
just too much sauce. All right, what do we got?
This has been a great experience. Okay, how come I can't-
Ooh, I
Oh,
found trail mix.
I don't think we can go this way.
And a
Let's
pita.
I'm
go
gonna
over
drop
here.
the.
This will be a
I'm gonna
lot
drop
easier.
the coconut. Can I hit one of them with it?
Okay, let me over here, and we're gonna go.
Where's he
There
at?
we go. There you go. Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Oh,
there we
thank
go.
you!
Okay, what are the chances of making it up through that?
Oh, you are rimming me against this fucking wall.
That's a tight squeeze there.
What
There
did
we
you
go.
say?
Perfect.
I don't know, something about a
Okay,
nut
we're
and a
making
tight
it, guys.
squeeze.
We're doing it.
We're
doing
doing
it.
A
squeeze.
nut,
Yeah,
a tight
we're doing it.
squeeze,
It's a
ramming?
pretty.
I don't know.
Careful with this jelly. Careful with this jelly. It's gonna
You have a lot.
It's just, you know, I'm just choosing to ignore and continue forward.
Yeah, it'll get in your hair and
Yeah.
everything. It's not.
Oh my
we don't want that.
Pressing
Try to
on,
watch that.
pressing on.
For the first
Yeah.
time, like, you know how we always joke about how there's like 9-in-1, like men's body
Hell,
wash
you
and
had enough
stuff?
to get up there?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
think
yeah.
those actually existed until I ran out of body wash. And I
What?
went through my I went through my Christmas presents, and one of them was a 6-in-1
Thank you.
body wash.
Is that right click
You've
to do
never
the
been,
arm grab?
like, you know,
Yes.
like
We
you
talked
know, the
about
last $5, but you sank so
Oh,
bad
look up
you
here.
needed,
Oh,
like,
Phoenix.
I've never
like
been.
a body wash hair. Like you
Well,
needed
if it's
everything
that bad,
all
I'll
in
use
one.
like I'll use like a bar of soap. Like if I'm you know.
I'm gonna go to the
Even
shiny
if
fight.
I- financial
Hair,
thing?
brother? No, you can't.
What
do
the
that.
hell is
No,
wrong with
no,
both of
can't
you?
poop. What's
I
that?
don't know.
What's
I
that?
said, what is
I'm
wrong
having
with
them
both of you?
tested. It's fine.
Wait, what
do you
happened?
mean?
Do I need to elaborate?
Have you ever used a 6-in-1 body wash before?
It depends
Yeah,
on the
you never
nut.
done that?
No.
What about a nut?
What? I got half
What?
a nut.
I've got-
What do you mean?
I've got two. I got a full one now, actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gave
there's a
my
statue.
other nut to him. Alright, let's jump up.
Scouts initiative?
Okay, I think we need that. It
I think we
looks
do
fun.
too.
We're gonna cross
I'm gonna
this
grab
bridge.
it. Here,
I think,
here.
I think
Do you want
But
one? Do you
only
want one
one
of
at a time,
these?
one at a time, one
I'm
at a
gonna
time.
drop this straight down. Ready?
oh,
Sports drink.
One at a time on a bridge.
All right,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get
god!
it.
okay.
All right, I got it.
And then I think
You
we
good?
need to keep that.
You keep it?
forever.
Okay.
No, I fell.
What's
and
it-
hurt
does it
myself,
do
and I had to
anything?
eat one of my
Not right
coconut
now.
peanut
It doesn't. It's it says activate.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh,
Should I hit it?
do it.
oh
it,
God.
you won't.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, just
Yeah,
in
I'm good
case it does
now.
something.
How did you make it up there? Did you climb the pillar?
Oh, I put a
climbed-
little
I got over
tornado
the
under
bridge.
us.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, you'll cross that bridge when you get there.
now there's a little like. Do you see like a
Okay,
little
I'm on
broken
this
mount?
bridge.
Like,
Yep.
Uh-uh.
hold on
Is this
here.
the bridge do I go
So
through?
maybe be
Yeah,
careful
yeah.
when you use it.
Oh,
Oh,
you can go up that way too. I went through the harder way, but
Oh, okay.
okay.
you see that
It
little
looks
like
like you
broken
get a
like
little bit of
mountain
curse.
thingy?
so a bridge. You can
Yeah.
only one bridge. Only one person on the bridge at a
It
time.
looks like
Okay.
snow.
There you go. There you go. Okay, good thing I jumped
Um,
off.
Okay, so pick it up and bring it with us.
Okay, I'll just keep
Oh
it
my
with us
god,
then.
this is,
It
dude,
seems
I haven't played this
important.
game in so
Okay.
I'm
long.
right above you.
This is too
Over here.
Oh, okay. Can I get up here?
This might not. We might have to go back over that way.
Yep, just grab onto
I-
like the ledge. You can
Jump
go
on-
like
You see
jump.
like how
Can I
like over
jump
that
right to
way.
you? Here, hold your hands
You can
out.
just jump to me.
Or we
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
go
jump,
on this rope I played.
Here, hold me like
Oh.
one of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
French
I
girls.
mean,
I'm gonna
all
do
right.
it.
Oh, I will.
You can use
Oh, let's
balloons to
go!
float, but it has to be
Good
enough
job.
of them.
Just maybe.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're almost caught
There
up.
we
Look
go.
at us go.
Yeah, you can do
Let's
it.
go. Oh, we are hungry though, so you
We
should probably
did
eat
it!
that. Eat one of the
Oh,
part
there
of
just
that nut.
happens to be a rope here. This is super convenient.
Oh, nice.
Look at this.
Yeah, who would ever do something
Wow,
like that?
what a smart thing to do.
I love
love
what
it.
nature provides in dire straits. You know.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you, Maddie.
Nature, Phoenix, you know.
Nature, Phoenix, same thing,
Got
same thing.
nature,
Don't mind me. I'm
phoenixes, we got
just trying to regain
A
some
force, the flash.
stamina
We
here.
have
Right, me too.
Hi.
above the hut.
Hey, how are you?
You and I are
Oh,
just
hey.
hugging the wall.
That's
It's
right, we
okay.
got it, we got it.
I think if we go this way, we're fine.
Oh, he.
If you come up, I can grab you too.
Okay.
Game requires so much
Thank you.
focus.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
It kind of does.
Yep.
Come on, Vin.
Yet not.
Let's go, Jeeves.
I got it. I'm coming.
Oh,
I'm coming. Oh, no.
oh,
It's fine. Everything's good. We're fine. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
go.
Hold me like
Okay.
what?
Mayor
Okay,
said in Phoenix we
okay.
trust, and it's just gonna have to be the way. No.
I
Chiba,
got.
stop.
I just got a corn dog delivered to me. I love it. Thank you.
Delivered to you?
Excuse you?
Did you
roommates
DoorDash
went
a
to
corn
the
dog?
We're
fair.
doing it. We're doing it.
No,
Why
they
would
went
you
to the
do-
fair.
Oh, thank you, thank
and
you.
they brought
I
it
was
to
gonna say-
me. They're so
I was gonna
sweet.
say, why would you DoorDash one? You gotta
You
get
went,
at least
wait,
like.
so you called the
6
fair
different
and you're
things.
like, hey, can you guys bring me a corn dog?
I was gonna say, Chiba's
our
over here like,
roommate-
what? You're
our
such a
friends-
quitter. How dare you
sounds
stop
awesome.
at one
I mean-
corn dog?
Yeah, you,
Dude,
well, you
this
gotta
thing's
pay
like
the
a
same
foot
delivery
long.
fee. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bro, this thing is
you
still
gotta have a
warm.
few of
This is
them.
great.
God,
Oh, that's how you know it's a good corn dog.
it's still
Oh
warm.
my
Solid
god, I can't wait.
Yeah.
They had like,
A
you know how
solid
like
corn
they
dog.
have
I'm
those
gonna
like
bite right
delivery,
into it.
you know how they
Here,
have
here.
those delivery bags for food? What's the one for
Yeah.
the corn dog?
They keep
Oh,
them.
dude.
Providing corn
Yeah, I don't know.
Mmm.
What's the shape of it? How big is it?
Individually
mhm,
warmed
maybe.
corn dog. Oh my god. Oh, I
Vin.
itched my nose.
Chiba has a lot of questions about the shape of your corn dog.
No, the warmer, like the corn dog warmer.
What do you want to know, Chiba?
Okay, you don't gotta talk all deep like that.
Oh my god, sorry. What was this?
Why do you have to?
Are
Are you deep throating the mic, Vin?
Oh my god.
Do you want to know about my corn dog?
You wanna hear about the corn dog?
How much breading is on it? I'm curious. Is
It's
it
a pretty good
adequately
amount.
breaded?
I'm not gonna lie. It's a perfect.
It is a
amount.
corn dog. The green
It
is
is,
good,
yeah.
right?
I think so. I'm gonna find out.
It's
for you.
nice and
Ready?
crisp.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
No,
It's good.
YOLO.
No.
I'm gonna.
No.
Careful jelly. Careful
Oh,
jelly.
no.
Don't do
no.
that.
I'm poisoned.
I got poisoned.
Don't eat-
No,
don't
no,
eat
no.
the green one.
I am poisoned.
We'll be fine.
I will wait for
say
you
the
guys to
magic
see if this is
word.
the right way.
This way.
Oh, Oh, there's a coconut.
Up.
Ooh, there's more nut. Dude.
I think we could that way is probably pretty easy. To
Which
go
way?
This way, but we
That-
gotta
You're
get
that
one
way?
at a
uncooked
time
nut.
across the
Oh
little
my god,
bridge.
uncooked.
So I'll go first.
Okay,
It is uncooked nut. What? How?
I
What?
believe you.
You want me to say raw nut, Flash? Is that
Oh
where?
my god.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What did I walk into?
What did you walk into? What was your all's entire conversation?
You know what? Whatever.
That was
We're gonna
Vin.
continue. What?
That was
God.
Vin.
I did. Don't play me.
Wait, the red ones are good,
Finn was
right?
talking about
The red
stuff.
ones are good.
Okay, I thought it was like a trick and the red ones weren't good. That's what's like.
It's a
Oh,
coconut.
we're almost
I
there.
couldn't remember.
Let's go. We're almost there.
I don't know.
My God, we're
We
We
so
might be
close.
able to just
Whatever.
Scouts honor. I promise I'll.
Do you think we
only
could
tell
just
you
like
the
just
truth if I
go
know
right up
it,
this
okay?
cliffside here?
You know, I think it's a YOLO. Let's go up here and jump across.
Yeah. I wanna.
That's
I'm gonna
definitely
watch
a
you
ka-chow.
do it, and I
Ka-chow.
want to see what happens.
Yeah. See. Wah!
Oh,
See?
well, there we go.
It's fine.
Hee-haw!
I
There we
learned
go.
from Doc that if you make a noise when you jump,
If you
it
make a
makes
noise,
it go.
you're way more likely to
Ka-chow!
actually
That's true.
survive.
Shot.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know
it
if
gives
this
you
is
that
the way.
momentum, right?
Yeah,
Bia.
gives you that extra harumph. Hello.
Oh, there it is.
The an extra harumph.
An
We're
extra
getting wrong with
harumph.
that one.
Yeah. Look,
I
harumph.
wish we had like
Harumph.
like battering or what's it called?
The-
can I
the
climb? No, I can't
pittance?
climb this. I'm gonna die. Yeah, the pittance.
The
So we just go right up the side of this mountain.
Oh. I
The-
mean,
the
it's-
pitons.
God, I can see the smoke.
It's
Oh,
still
oh, yes.
probably a little.
Whoa!
too
You don't want the
deep
smoke?
for a
Oh,
little
crap.
Oh!
Scouty
Oh.
arms to handle. We're
We'll be
just little
fine.
guys. You know?
We'll be
The three
fine.
the three stooges.
Little Scouty handle.
I mean,
Well, now you sound like
it sounds
Zoidberg.
like it.
That's from the three.
Oh,
Oh,
we
is
got
it?
one of those
Oh.
rescue
There's
claws.
a rescue claw. If you
Oh
want.
my
My
God.
God, there's a
No.
hagag.
Look at us, Scout. The marshmallow s'mores.
Hagag.
The hot
I'm gonna
dog.
take the other. Oh, Flash. Maybe you should take the backpack.
We did
Oh,
it.
yeah, I
Grab
could do that.
Stone.
All right, we double.
Oh, I don't even have a
double cooked the
backpack. I
hagag,
totally forgot
right?
to grab a backpack.
All right.
I totally forgot everything about the beginning of this.
There-
Dude, it's been quite a
because
while.
This is the
been a
the
while.
non-modded. There's only one backpack, so Chiba took the only one we got at the beginning.
Oh, wow, Chiba.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wow, imagine.
That's not what I meant.
Toxic as hell.
Chiba, are you gonna eat your?
Can't we put
marshmallow
stuff
raw?
in?
You're not
Can't we
gonna
put stuff in the backpack while we're wearing the backpack?
Oh, yeah. Wait, can I put stuff? I don't think you can put stuff in your own backpack.
I think that's
I don't
modded.
think so.
You
Oh.
can, but you have to drop the backpack.
You have to drop
and
the
then put
backpack.
stuff in it, or you can
Oh.
just drop the thing and
Yeah.
have one of us put it in the backpack for you.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you
I
cook
was
your
gonna put.
marshmallow? It looks
I was
raw.
gonna put the scouts.
Well, I was
initiative
gonna raw
thing.
dog it. I thought I cooked it. Oh no, I didn't. I
Raw
lit the
dog,
campfire.
Mallow?
Yeah. Listen, we got it
Raw
though.
dog and your
eventually.
mallow
You
is
want me to
crazy.
put this in your
Yes,
backpack?
please.
There you go.
Cook it.
put it
I
in
mean,
your
technically, you don't need to cook it though. You can just
Phoenix
eat
is
the
better than
marshmallow.
Chiba and Vin.
backpack.
Gotcha.
You can.
Much better if
but
you
the
cook it.
The well
Is it
cooked
better?
marshmallows give you more stamina
Yeah.
and more health.
Got
recovery,
you. So
that's
there's an
all.
actual.
100%.
for it,
Trying to
okay.
balance it.
Yeah.
There's an
So if you
actual-
cook
All right.
all of this stuff to like well, it gives you a little bit of a bonus.
I can do
But
the
it's
statue now, right?
We like bonuses around here. We're big bonus fans.
A big bonus. Big bonus. Big bonus.
Oh,
Big bonus.
look at
Flash,
this.
I just
look,
noticed
there's a-
I'm raw
there's a
dogging this
swirly.
corn dog.
there's
I
another
need some
swirly. Look,
ketchup.
Phoenix.
Look, swirly.
Look. It's a ritual dagger.
What?
I don't know what this is. Look,
It looks sharp.
looks awesome. What do we do with that thing?
I don't know. I feel like we
Should we
stab
stab one of them?
it. I don't know if I can.
We try.
Oh, it says I can sacrifice him.
What?
That's what it says. Here, watch.
Let's see.
Hold it over one of us. It says
Oh
sacrifice.
my god. Just immediately
That
someone's like,
seems
"Stick
Hey, what are you
bad.
guys talking about?
stick it
Oh
in
my
the
God!
butt."
Nothing.
Where did you get a sword from?
Oh my god.
Hey,
I don't know.
What's that?
Where'd you get a trident? Brick killed a guy.
What does that do?
No, you should probably lay low for a
No,
while.
not
I
enough.
gotta find a trident.
Hey,
You're probably
what's
wanted
that
for murder.
deadly knife doing?
Here,
Look
what
at
if
that
you
thing.
put it in your backpack? And
Okay.
then
That's
use
a
it
ritual
later?
thing.
Backpack.
That's got to be
There you
part of
go.
the update. Back.
All right.
Backpack.
So yeah.
That's got to be part of the update, right?
Backpack.
Back.
Yeah. I want
Can
those
you
ones
say
that were
backpack?
messed up.
Yo
soy Dora.
Yo, so
What's so
sorry. Oh my
Chiba was
god.
about to turn into
I kind of don't want to do what
Hey, how do we
Are you
grab the
guys-
vine when we jump? I can't remember.
I am
Is it
not the
E?
right person to ask. It might
Oh,
be.
no,
Oh no, it's
not
wet.
during
It's
the rain.
raining. It's raining.
Arnar.
How you guys making out down there? Should I follow suit or?
Oh,
That scream sounds like a no.
I'm going this way.
We'll jump over here.
Yeah, this way seems a little safer.
So far, it's.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta save
I
myself.
just hear Chiba. Oh shit.
Oh, no. I hate liver and onions. You're good.
Let's see. Okay,
I
it is
think I
E.
saved myself.
Okay. E.
Yeah,
E,
okay, we're good.
E.
Dude, I have both my. I actually have half
EA
of them.
Sports.
No, I
It's
have
in the game.
E.
Halves of a
E.
nut.
E. We're good.
Okay.
It'll be
I'm
fine.
not gonna do that.
Just trust.
Well,
What's up, Garrett?
I trust my Spider-Man abilities more. There we go. There we go. Look at us go.
Dude, that was a good Spidey move. I like it.
Thank you.
All right, this way,
Tobey
Jeeps.
Maguire.
Yeah. We're just following them. Oh no, we need to get to the shiny thingy though that was up there for sure.
Where are we going?
What up, Woos?
Shiny thingy. Is it loot? Like a.
I don't know.
briefcase?
We found some sort of like a shiny thing on a statue. I feel like we need to
I don't
collect
want to
them or
go.
something.
Oh, this is part of the update, right?
It's too hard.
Yeah. I'm guessing so.
The ritual stuff. Yeah, I've never seen it before. Wait, I gotta drink my water.
It's hard, man.
What's wrong with you?
Together, oh
Why
Why
did
are
the
we
Jumanji
crying?
music
What did I
start?
miss?
I don't know why he's crying.
Why is Thor crying?
He's very
Okay,
worried.
how do I get up to where you guys are?
You climb.
Climb.
We're climbing.
We do be climbing, though.
That's all we.
Yeah, we climbing.
Hey,
We've
got
been
me.
doing.
Thank you so much. Curse Tiger, thank you for the 2 months.
Yep. All right. we slide.
I'm just gonna hold vent.
Yeah, it looks good.
Whoa! Not there.
Why not?
Calm down, Flash.
It's like a bowling ball.
It's like, huh?
Oh, we're leaving Chiba. Come on, Chiba.
Chiba,
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know.
Come on, little Chiba.
I don't
Thank you, sir.
know.
It's like a bag of sand.
Bag of sand. Oh, Chiba,
You know,
okay?
it's like when you hold it, it's like
1 second.
a bag of sand.
Okay, 1 second.
So like right over here, and then climb and
Okay.
be able to grab
YOLO!
it at the top.
It's gonna start.
By the way,
raining.
leaving Netflix soon. Not sponsored.
Almost at a,
You know.
almost at a
What's
sip.
leaving
thank you.
Netflix soon? Oh, this. I mean, sorry, 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, I
The
think
40-year-old
so.
virgin.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's a classic.
That is such a good movie.
Oh yeah.
That's got to
Come
be
on,
on every
Jeeps.
streaming service, though, not just. Oh, thank you. Not just Netflix. That's got to be on everything.
Yeah.
I think it's. Well, I mean, it might not be on Netflix any longer. Is what I'm assuming from
There's a
what.
case down there if you're
True.
feeling
And then
risky
that
for the
way?
biscuit.
Ooh, what's this? What is
Been
this?
feeling risky. It looks like
Ancient
a like a
luggage.
ruby.
What's
I
this do?
believe that it takes.
Oh,
some
God.
It's gonna hurt
Yep.
you. What's in it?
What'd you get?
Oh,
You know that helps people climb?
What?
let's get it.
Yeah, it makes our stamina rainbow.
Wait, what did that just do? That thing that happened?
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a limited item.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's okay.
Did it just
Well,
run
thank
out?
God you
How
used
do
it
I
at that
know?
moment. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Stop
no!
putting fan balls!
You're poisoning me,
No!
then!
No!
You're poisoning me! You're
It's
poisoning me!
okay. It's okay.
It's a
okay,
cloud.
It's okay.
Define
It's
okay.
Oh my
fine.
God!
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm almost
But
completely
did you
poisoned,
die?
actually. Well,
Did
Me
you
too.
die?
It's
Not-
fine. It's good.
Hey,
not
Lucas,
yet. I mean, we're close to it.
You know what? You should start
Okay.
climbing.
You'll
He's
be
only mostly
fine.
dead.
Can you eliminate my
It's
poison with the
mostly
trumpet?
dead.
Is that what you're doing?
Go,
Oh, dude.
it's done.
Oh, okay.
It looks
I was
like a
gonna say,
Care
that
Bears
didn't help me
instrument.
much at all.
And
I
I'm
love it.
spent. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
And I'm spent.
And it's gone.
Oh God! Oh, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. I'm gonna wait right here.
Ooh, what's this?
I'm hungry. Oh wait. I have a hot guy.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna just like.
Oh, okay.
Hi. What's up?
Hi.
I'm gonna go down here.
I have 90% poison, so I don't know how this
I
scares
am
me.
also
Maybe
like
we go
a
this
billion
Yeah,
percent poison.
We're pretty poisoned right now. I don't know if there's a way
Yeah,
to.
I get
Oh,
it.
the rain
Well,
maybe.
if you go the way that I just went,
That girl is
Here? This
poison. Poison.
Oh, that works.
Oh, I'm actually
gonna
getting
get off the
unpoisoned.
line.
Very, very slowly.
I think it's the rain,
And then
Vin.
just be careful.
Let the rain fall down. There we go.
Exactly,
It worked.
damn right.
No, you know, need that. You know what? You're right. The extra harumph really worked.
See?
Yep.
Now,
You're
I
right.
don't know.
You're
I'm
right,
feeling
you're right.
confident in our location.
Okay, so it looks like there's like a little spot maybe up this way, but I don't know if we can actually reach
It's a mighty fine mushroom you've got there.
Mushroom for your thoughts.
Mighty fine.
That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you for staying out of my affairs.
Oh, I could literally just walk around
Yeah,
it. It was just like-
Yeah.
Oh, well, this one I got to duck under and jump, and oh, there we go. Okay, that was easy.
No, there we go.
I thought it was gonna be more complicated than it was. So
I do
now, what's the strategy?
Oh, I have a remedy for this.
You
Oh,
think
wait a
we can
minute.
get
Look.
up there,
Oh.
Phoenix?
Is that gonna
Can
remedy
I
my
just-
poison?
this way.
Do we?
I
What if
see.
we just?
Ah!
There we go.
Vin!
Scared
Oh, that
me.
helped. That helped. Sorry, you did good. You did good. Thank you,
He was so concerned.
dude. I thought that was
Okay.
poison for sure.
All right, so we can maybe go this way.
Oh my god.
Okay.
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 Oh, careful, it's
Oh,
waiting.
don't run in that.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out.
Dun, dun, dun,
Uh-huh.
dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Oh, let's
There you
go.
go. Eventually.
There we go. Thank you.
Nicely done. All
Thank you,
right,
Doctor.
next. All right, Chiba, you're up.
Doctor.
Did well, listen. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Which way? Which way?
This is
I got it.
Oh, okay.
So I've got balloons. I don't know what these things do, but I'm curious to find out.
I think that's too steep.
Can
This
you
is too steep.
can you inhale one? Can you make funny noises?
Maybe that way.
Can I use?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to use.
Don't know we have a real place.
I'm regaining my stam right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like a really weak ledge.
And then you
but yeah.
just scooch over to the
And
right,
there's,
and
like,
you're
a
Gucci.
weak ledge up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Up this way?
I'm going over here.
We kind of went to the side a little bit.
Very weak ledge. I'm regaining.
Any amulets here? Yes. Off the
I'm
statue things?
regaining
Yes, we
a little
collected
bit.
one.
Okay, see, but that's a little too.
Oh, Chiba's got his balloons.
I got my little balloons.
He's got his little balloons.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. You float too. Look at me go.
We all
Oh.
float down here.
Well, I'll float down here.
Oh,
Run up this way.
Oh yeah, this way.
I'm trying.
oh okay.
Can I just-
So...
I wonder
Alright,
if it will.
got it.
Oh yeah, they are just floating me.
They should be helping you a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, that's
Oh, nice.
so cool.
They,
Yeah.
will
They
are,
help you
yeah,
a
they're
little
helping me
bit. If
climb
you
up.
had
Oh, God.
6,
Oh,
it would
no.
float you all the way up. Then where would you go?
Van? Van?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Vin,
I'm right here.
Oh,
Right
there
behind
he
you.
is.
Right
Oh,
behind you.
I went the other way. All right.
Okay, I was like, are you
Game on.
okay? So we
All
can-
right.
Maybe we think we can just go right up that rock?
I'm fine.
There's some
Which
like
one?
okay spots
Well,
there.
there used to be
I
My
can go up here.
body's
We can go up this way,
mostly
right?
charred, but I'm fine.
that is that spot over here. So
I don't think we should
Okay.
be climbing
Turn
when it's
Phoenix up a
raining.
little
Okay.
bit.
yeah, I'm just gonna go.
I'm just
Holy
seeing
moly.
if this gives me any part where I can
This is
actually
not.
grip.
This is Ascension 0 still. Like,
What?
are we Ascension 0?
Yeah, this is like the easiest mode. Is that what you're saying?
This is the normal
Yeah, yeah.
difficulty.
Yeah, this is like the peak
Standard,
difficulty, not
yeah.
the tenderfoot. So,
Got you.
but we're just.
God, it's been
lucky
so-
to
it
get
has
on
been-
zombies.
It's been quite a while.
Ages.
Agreed upon, sir.
Yeah, I
Thank you. Agreed
It has
upon.
been a hot
Don't remember
minate for sure. Yeah.
Jack and or what?
This way?
Yeah, huh?
Up here?
Sure.
It's looking good.
We're gonna
This
go.
is a mighty
this way.
fine
We're
way
gonna
to go.
zigzag.
We're going up.
Yeah,
We're going.
I think as
Wait,
long as we're
zigzag?
going up,
I
we're
have no
going up,
idea.
right?
I guess.
I mean, yeah.
No, this isn't working. That's not working.
There we
It's
go.
not a
Oh,
Tuesday.
Oh!
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and there's
I
like
gotta
a
rebuild my
little.
stand.
Okay, there's like a lot of flat spot over here.
Well, do we have? We
There's a lot
have.
of
Oh, you
flat
can't see their
spot
names. We have
everywhere.
Chiba, we have Phoenix, and we have Vin.
Nice.
Try to walk
Where?
oh,
Come on, Chiba.
I'm trying to walk
I'm
away.
coming. I'm coming. Trying to walk away and I stumble. So I try to.
Try to walk away.
It's
and I
Joe.
stumble.
My heart crumbles when I.
Well,
Oh! Ah!
Oh shit!
You're not even
Oh,
falling
crap.
that
Oh,
far.
crap. Oh,
Come
crap.
on.
Oh,
It's
I'm
fine,
stuck
everything's
in a
fine.
crevice.
Oh, it's crevasse. Excuse me.
I'm stuck in a crevice.
A crevasse. A crevasse. Yeah. Yeah, quite.
Grimaldi.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Oh shit!
That was a further.
You were
That was
kidding.
a
You
drop
were
that was
kidding. You were
further than I
kidding.
expected.
Me too. Oh, Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Um,
That was a bit of a
Supposed to fall
doozy.
down there?
It's a bit of a doozy.
Ooh, that's.
Oh, where are we peaking on?
My
Okay,
God.
cool.
I don't know where to go.
Is a bugle mushroom okay?
This might be the way. Maybe. Maybe this.
Oh, yeah, continue, right?
I'm gonna wait for it to stop raining, and I'm gonna try this.
Ooh, this looks chubby.
Well, I'm wondering, do you think I could jump this whole? No, probably not, eh?
You know, you got that. Easy.
Ah, yeah. It's funny though, because from my angle, I think I totally have it.
It's not
but-
that far, dude. It's really close.
I think you're lying.
I mean, how would I know though? I can't see that far.
You can see it though. You can see the jump right
Yeah,
there.
but it looks close to me.
Oh, jump the hole? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what if I like hang from the ceiling, like hang time?
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
I'm okay. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Chiba! Chiba! Are you
So if you're
okay?
wondering if it's too far, it's too far.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah, I just missed it by a hair though. It wasn't like anything crazy.
Oh my god. Well, the hair counted. Yikes.
It certainly did.
I'm gonna use some of my.
I just saw a body
stamina.
pass by climbing up. That was hilarious.
Now I have a problem. I need food and health.
Here, let me grab your hand, buddy.
Thank you. I need it. Oh.
Oh,
thank you.
my hand.
I don't know if I have. Hold on.
Now, I don't know how we're gonna do here. How about...
I could sacrifice him if I need to, though.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
I mean, you almost had the
Oh,
other
I
one.
don't know if I can do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh, hey, oh,
Okay,
you're
hold
in a
on.
bad spot.
We're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna do something crazy.
I'm gonna hold
Chiba,
Vin, and then he's
Oh.
gonna grab you.
we're gonna
Yes.
do something crazy.
Yes, do it. Do the crazy thing that
All
you're
right.
doing. Do it.
How do I do this?
You
do
gotta
I-
just believe in yourself.
All right. Stop moving. I think we'll stop moving.
Are you supposed to
Chiba,
shoot
stop
me with it?
moving your body.
Okay.
What do you
but
mean?
don't-
Why would I shoot you?
Oh! Oh.
Here, take this thing.
Oh, thank
Here,
you.
I think I was gonna
How do I
grab you
take it?
initially, but
About to get my
take that
sword
Rescue
out.
claw. So can I...
All right.
Hey!
Here you go. Now, what if you
Oh,
throw
let's
that
go.
to Vin, and then Vin does it?
So
or
there's a problem
or-
where it might fall down the hole though if I do that, right?
I mean, potentially it
Like-
could. Or what do you think?
Like
it
a
could?
slight. Oh,
Hold
he
on.
might have it. Vin!
I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Grab me.
I'm trying.
Grab me.
Vin!
Grab me, man.
I got
Vin!
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let's
Right
go.
And let's go.
Okay.
All right, Phoenix is probably all the
Here,
way
Vin,
at the
you want
top
this
by
back?
now, so we gotta work. We gotta work.
here. Drop it.
Work.
Got it. I believe in you. You believe in me? I believe in you.
Yada.
Okay. Well, I
I
appreciate
believe in
it.
you, man. You got it. See, you initially
I
got
have
it.
one. I have one swing left.
That's all. That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
It's
The
all
golden
in the
swings.
hips.
Ooh,
It's all in the
got a
hips.
lantern here?
Odds over under that they run into that poison fart cloud right there.
I feel like. Oh,
Let me get a view of it from here, though.
Oh, Chiba. Oh, Chiba. Chiba, no. Oh.
I assume that he's not doing so well. Did Chiba fall down? All right, well, we'll see him in a second. Well, I guess we need to keep on going. Getting hungry. I need to find food. If only I had an extra hot dog. Oh my god. Oh hey. Is that a good? Is that? Are green kingberries okay to eat?
Oh my God. I didn't.
Up high, Chiefs.
Yeah, so unfortunately, that didn't really go that well, did it? Turns out I can't survive falling
I don't know if this
107
is
stories.
safe or not, but I think I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah, you probably
No,
should
I
just
would
do it and
not-
see what happens.
I would not eat that nut.
It kind of
Don't
looks
eat
like a
that nut raw.
puree,
Eat it?
though.
Don't eat the nut raw.
Don't eat it raw.
Wait, what happens
No,
if you eat
do
it, though?
not-
What happens?
Do not. I would not
Inquiring
eat
minds want to know.
it. I mean, you want to get poisoned or
Yeah, but I'm.
I don't know,
gonna die
something
of
bad will
hunger.
happen, right? I'm assuming.
It could be like hepatitis or something. You don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Not a
you don't want to die.
hepatitis
You want to
berry.
die from hepatitis?
That's the one. That's the what's that?
Whoa!
Or
Do you want to find out? Do you want to be the first person to die from hepatitis, Barry?
could be. Could be hepatitis. Could
Do
be
you
the
wanna
lemon
Is this
virus.
where we're
Be
at
careful.
now for content? Be
Do
the
you-
first to die from hepatitis, Barry.
I can't cook
The
it on anything.
the hepatitis berry situation's crazy. That's the
my
fucking YouTube.
God. I can't. There's nothing to cook it on.
Oh god. I'm kidding. Don't even eat the nut. I wouldn't.
But
Where?
I'm so hungry.
Well, just eat it though and see what happens. You could get cholera. We don't know.
Okay. Oh, not the cholera. No. Yeah, cholera berry is much better.
It gave
Yeah.
me a little bit of poison, but it definitely helped out the hunger for sure.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those then.
Okay,
It's just
I
a
mean-
little bit of a consequence.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay, at least a little bit.
Just a
little bit of berry.
Little bit of berry might give you a little bit of
A
poison.
little bit of berry diarrhea.
Little bit of poison. All right. This
Yeah,
Guys,
looks
got this. All you have to do is revive me.
okay. We're gonna go there. All right.
Oh, God.
First,
Okay.
Vin,
Oh,
go
God.
get those suitcases.
Okay, woo. I am a little hungry though.
Yeah, Vin. Yeah, Vin, get those suitcases. You can do
Me?
it.
They're just
Listen, if
right
anyone can
over
do it,
there.
it's-
Just-
you know,
just go touch it.
Just climb the tree and drop
Touch
down.
it.
You can do it.
Touch the butt. Yeah.
Was there not 4 of you? There is. Phoenix did not wait around
Can
for us
we
idiots
maybe
and was
possibly
in a
go
very
this
smart
way?
move continuing the climb.
Is there anything over here? Okay, there's a little ledge.
Don't you dare poke me. Okay.
Don't poke the man.
Don't you poke.
Don't poke the flesh. Oh my god.
All right.
There you go. See, you made it.
We're doing good.
Oh look,
We're
we
doing
got
good.
got some apples here, but I think they're
Listen
I
here,
think the
apple.
greens are. Oh, chuck! Don't go here.
Do I?
This is how it starts.
Listen
What do
here,
I hear
apple.
humming? Is that Phoenix or is that a monster?
It might be a monster. I don't think anyone's humming.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't.
I don't think
like
so.
the sound of that.
Hey, thanks for
Wait,
clearing
you
out
hear
those
humming?
that poison fart cloud, dude.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, I was just
you're
looking
a
at
hero
it,
in every
man. Just-
language.
You are
Especially
not a problem. Not
Laotian.
even a problem.
Say
Yeah,
something about
Laotian,
Daniel Ocean?
yes.
What?
You're from the ocean?
You're from the ocean.
Ocean's 11?
Oh man, the amount of times I heard that growing up as a kid. Oh,
God. Okay,
jeez.
careful, Ben. Careful. Go this way.
I got
okay, I got it. You never stop. No.
Careful of the fats. There's lots of fats. I'm gonna go this way.
There's a lot of poison balls surrounding us.
Oh, more balls.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
More balls. Careful. Careful of the balls.
I can
Oh
try to see who's
jeez.
tired.
Oh my god. I almost took those balls to the face.
Fanny pack. Oh my god,
Oh,
Van
what?
put it on.
Like, oh, hey,
You got a little
Hey.
fanny pack.
yo, how do
Oh, and it's
I
got
love
2
it. How's it look?
inventory
How's it look?
slots.
I love it.
I
Dude, that's sick.
love it.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
so cute.
It's so great.
Just like the little chubby mushrooms. Those are
Oh,
cute. Chubby shroom.
just like the chubby shrooms.
What, you don't like the little chubby shroom?
Little chubby shroom, chubby
Little
shroom.
chubby shroom?
Doc's next song, Chubby Shroom.
Chubby shroom. Oh, please. Can we submit that? Is there a doc.com?
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Don't.
You know what? Just go to askcheebs.com and
Ask
submit
Cheebs.
the
No,
key that you have there.
We should. Yeah.
wait,
when was
this
the
was-
last
this
time
was
someone
worthless.
everyone go to Ask Jeeves?
It's been a hot minute. Sometimes it randomly gets spammed every once in a while.
For probably for moments like this.
Yep, where we're advertising it. Thank you, Pops. Appreciate
Brought to
man.
you by folks like us.
Brought to you by us. All right, now there was that was a suitcase that had not been touched, which tells me Phoenix did not go this way. So I don't know if that's bad or good. Seems
Dude,
very steep, though.
They've been probably waiting for at least 35 minutes.
I know. That's like, I'm so sorry. YOLO!
They probably have their own corn dog right now. Just
Miss
like
Ask Jeeves.
freshly
That's why
made,
we made Ask
you know?
Jeeves.
They probably went to the fair and came back.
To the fair, more corn dog holders.
What's that? My face.
You okay? Wait, Chiba, you could go to Phoenix and let us know what's happening.
Oh!
Oh my God, Chiba.
I'm gonna go this way. I hear. Are they over this way?
Okay, I hear them.
Vamp. They
But
go
they
to
don't
23
see
months.
them.
Well, it sounds. Do I hear them this way? Oh,
Okay.
God.
Of
the
course.
second.
Really? Really? Come on. Really? On the face? Come on.
On the face.
Oh wait. Oh, maybe you guys are above. You might be above Phoenix. I don't know.
Oh,
Did
you
Phoenix-
guys are above.
Did Phoenix get the shiny thingy?
I don't
Are
think
they
so.
below?
They're in like a crack somewhere on the mountain. I thought, yeah, down there. I think you guys are above.
Phoenix. Phoenix. Did you get the shiny thing, Phoenix?
Definitely
see
below
you.
you guys.
Look up.
I made it to the thingy. What?
Okay.
Look up.
I'm a coming.
Shiny thing.
Can you look up?
Okay.
Right here. Look.
Look up over here.
Phoenix.
Hi.
Yeah, Phoenix
Do
did get
you
the shiny
see the
thing.
light?
I do.
Come to the light.
We figured you were at the
Come to
top
the
just waiting for us.
Head towards the light, Phoenix.
Who's the ghost with the goggles? That would be Mr. Cheeves.
Okay, we're putting out the light.
Oh, great. Way to go, Rain. Stupid.
Really? Stupid rain.
Stupid, dumb Rain.
Stupid rain.
Good job. There's a fart cloud there.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe it. It's August? What's happening?
I don't yeah, part of it
What is
does seem
happening?
like it kind of flew.
It is, I can't. I felt like July didn't even happen. I'm not gonna lie. That month,
It does
Gone.
feel like it was a flyby. Here's July, August.
Yeah, it's almost
Phoenix.
September.
Juggist.
Jug. Phoenix.
Juggist.
Hey, what's up, Nettie? What the hell? Is Phoenix up here?
Wait, are you
Do we
over
know what
there?
that blue shiny light was, by the way? Is that part of the
Phoenix?
new update? Phoenix!
Phoenix?
I'm over here, but I don't know if you.
Oh, I see you, Phoenix.
Phoenix is right
Hey.
below you guys. I'm watching from here.
Hey, careful. There's fart balls around here.
I'm holding out my hand.
Beware of the fart balls. Just don't
Yeah.
step on
Yeah,
the
careful,
fart balls.
SpongeBob.
Or don't put your face in the
Google
fart balls.
D. Thank you
What's
for the
that?
raid.
What happened to you?
We don't even talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
Chiba.
Chiba,
We can
Chiba,
put-
fall,
no, 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 no,
fall
listen.
down.
Chiba,
Hey.
we're all here now. We've all
No.
congregated. Can
Let's
we please?
focus on
Can we-
the topic at hand here, the situation in front
Can
of
we
us.
focus on you?
We don't need to talk
I
about
agree.
what happened to me.
100%. Yes, sir.
It's October, that's right.
You know,
That
that
is
was a whole
right.
thing. It had
Whimsy,
nothing to do with
welcome
my
in.
skills
Virus,
whatsoever.
welcome
You know,
Man, how are
I faintly remember
You
someone
got this,
saying
Phoenix.
I believe in
Easy
you, and all of a
peasy,
sudden,
dude, easy peasy.
You know,
Hello, how's it
something
going? How was
happened.
stream?
There was one thing that happened, and another
Careful,
thing. And
eventually there is a
and then
fart
I was
ball.
on.
There's a
no, I'm sorry.
there's a fart thing.
give a
right
big old
behind you.
jump,
I'm like
Can a python help? Oh,
Vin. Vin, this is a great strategy. You're putting yourself in the moment. I
This
like
game's a wild
this.
experience.
This
It's
is a good
it's
strat.
entertaining. It's really fun.
What if Phoenix
How's
just
that
grabs
day?
onto
Good
your
so
back
far.
or
We have
something and
not
you
run into
climb up?
much. We
Yeah,
did
yeah,
find
yeah.
random
Yeah,
statues.
let's try a different strategy. You got this.
You guys got this.
You can do it.
Sure. Let's. Yeah, we're
Easy,
just gonna.
dude. Easy.
Got it. Keep
Can
going,
someone
keep
hold
going.
out their hand? Can we flash?
There's fart ball over here.
When you say someone, it can
Oh,
only
no!
be one.
He drug me down with him. He
You know,
took
this
me
is a
down.
great strategy. I like what you guys are doing.
Vin.
You're putting
Yep,
yourself
I like
all
it.
in the
I
same
like it. I
situation.
like it.
You gotta lose a pound or two, brother. My God.
It's fine. It's fine.
Look, I no problem pulling
It's that,
Phoenix
it's
up
that
here.
summertime, goodness, you know.
It's been a long time since I've played as well.
There we
It is-
go.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
played
fall
in a
asleep
quite long
pretty
time.
soon. I'm gonna fall asleep pretty soon.
All
Pocket.
cheeked up.
Gonna pass out a
Wednesday
little bit.
night.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry. I have no food.
Your little
have
poor little
no
broken
food, dude.
glasses.
Does Flash have
Listen.
food?
No, I have a
It's been a rough
sword to do
day,
a sacrifice
okay?
him
Oh, yeah. The only thing we can. Can I sacrifice you?
though. While he's wearing his little fanny pack. Look, it's got a little angry
Hold
face
on,
on
hold
it.
on, hold on.
I don't know if he's accepting the sacrifice or not.
Here you go. We
think
gotta let
so.
we gotta let him
I
ritual.
gotta see what it does.
Okay.
Oh,
Did someone just... What was that lightning?
I'm gonna say I got full health and full stamp from doing.
What was that? What did I just witness?
So we found earlier
Woo!
this sword,
What up?
and the sword.
Oh.
The sword
pretty sick.
said that we could sacrifice somebody. So Phoenix just stabbed Vin and got full health and full stamp.
Oh, interesting.
So I guess it's a way to.
He
I guess
turned
it's a
into
way to give up your
stone.
life to give someone else a chance.
So if one person wants to sacrifice themselves,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Ben,
Yeah.
you're so
well,
kind. Look
moving
at
on.
Yeah,
You know-
thank you, Vin.
Little sacrificial lamb over there.
We
You little
gotta help
sacrificial
the other one
lamb.
by sacrificing one, you
Look
know,
at that.
Great, good.
voluntarily or
I
involuntarily.
What a
want to
team
know
player.
what it does.
Sometimes it's questionable if it's voluntarily.
Listen,
sometimes,
I'm
you know.
glad that we got to see what it did.
Yeah, it's very, yeah,
now
you
we
died
know.
for
Me
science, and
Me
that's
too.
very important.
I was basically dead anyway, so
Anal
it's fine.
stabbing leads to petrification.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well,
You know-
I mean, he did turn around and bend over.
I didn't see that in the patch notes.
I did. I gave the sacrificial light and everything,
It's just a
like
jump
a
to the left.
sacrificial red light, I guess.
And then a step
I
to
don't
the
know.
right. Put your hands on your hips. Sacrifice for the greater
Full
good.
strength and
Exactly.
full stam, though. That's pretty rad.
That's
From
it's
the
kind of.
fruit
I
of that, you
wonder.
could
I was
probably-
going to say, what if it gives you like extra long, like super stam for a
Yeah,
long
so I
time?
wonder if it's something that you should like. wait
Foglia,
to
hi,
use, like,
friend.
if you
I just saw that
were, like,
on
really,
Broadway
really
literally
injured,
last night.
And then you could like
Literally last night.
sacrifice somebody and get full health back. That would be
That would be cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah, we decided to do a impromptu
I
New
still
York
have
trip.
it, by the way.
And wait, oh wow, oh, it was still in his ass.
Yeah.
Were you able to get it out?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why. It just
Now,
it
when you
stayed
point
in my
that- hold on,
hand,
when we get
so
up
I
top,
don't
hold on.
know.
If you hold that and you look at me, does it say the same thing about sacrifice?
No.
No. Okay, hold on. Drop it up. Here.
Oh.
I think maybe.
What if you can only
maybe
use it
'cause I'm
once?
not injured or something. Are you injured?
Not injured. I just have like a small little bit of like hunger.
Okay.
So maybe we
let's
drop
go
it
to
up
the
here.
Top. So
All
I have a full
All right,
bar.
try right here.
So then, if you pick it up.
No. Oh wait, no. No. Oh wait, no, it does. Oh, but wait, hold on. Wait, where did? I saw. Oh, it's right. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Look at me. Grab the sword. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Keep looking at me, okay? Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you have to stab me in the back.
You have to stab someone in the back.
Yes.
so I did do it correctly. and
Oh,
you did it.
wow.
Instinctively, you
did.
knew. Oh,
Okay.
Wow,
That's
so you're
cool.
a
That's
backstabber. is
you're
what you
a
have to be.
backstabber.
My
Oh, hey.
Roinks.
Sports drink. I don't really need this.
Hey!
If you, hey, one of you choose.
Hey.
Oh, I have your fanny.
That was
pack.
very. That was Yoda.
It all
More
comes.
Yoda.
It all comes from Yoda.
Finn.
And your
Use the
fanny
force,
pack.
Luke.
Chiba.
Oh, let's go.
Fanny.
Yeah, get your fanny
Chiba.
back.
Thank you for grabbing my fanny.
Yeah?
Wait,
You're
hold
I
on.
brought you a drink.
No.
Oh,
That's
for
sports
you.
drink.
That's for you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Get the
Thank
other
you.
stone.
Yeah. To do what? Oh,
I
wait.
love it.
Oh, you put the other stone in my backpack?
Mm-hmm.
Roger that.
Then get a marshmallow.
Ooh,
I'm going to throw this one
Marlon.
away because this energy drink sucks. Bye. Oh, marshmallow.
It would have been
Oh,
funny if
shit.
they added an effect where it would explode and just fly off.
That's crazy though.
E.
There were not enough marshmallows.
How do we only have?
E.
Why do we only have 3?
E.
I don't know.
Yeah, why does it do that?
E.
Sometimes when you have E.
Oh, bing bong.
Scroll.
7.
Have you
Yeah.
encountered this guy? I have in the
But I
past,
never
but not
brought
in this
Bing
round.
Bong, so I brought Bing Bong.
I like it.
We gotta bring Bing Bong
We
to the end.
appreciate it.
Bing Bong
Bing
deserves
bong.
I'm trying.
Did you play
That's
on
why
April
when I
Fool's Day
fell,
when they
I was
made
like,
you kick
no,
someone you tried
Bing
to have?
Bong.
Bing bong.
No,
Oh no.
I haven't played Peak in a while. All
Well-
right, this is the tornado hot one, right? Vin loves this one.
Listen. Have you ever been hugged by sand without your consent?
You can still kick with custom. Oh my god.
That was the steep
Well,
of the
listen,
ages.
maybe not with consent.
Just hot sand just whipping in your face over and over again. Just,
Okay.
God.
Which way are we going down? Right here?
Yeah, one of these ways ish. Yeah,
One of these ways ish.
going right in the danger zone.
Yes.
Just go for it.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Where are we going?
Come on, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
there's Vin's
yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
You can do it. Pave
There's
the way.
Vin's
You can do it.
that's his buckaroo.
I don't like the looks of that. Oh my God! Look
I
at that thing.
don't like the looks
It
of
looks
this.
so happy to see you, Shiva.
Into the thick of it.
Tornado? I would prefer to
Yeah.
not
What's
be
up,
inside of
DS?
the tornado if I could.
How are you?
Are you
Finally
sure?
linked. Oh, nice.
Are you sure?
Like,
It's
I'm
a friendly
pretty sure-
tornado. Get down here.
It's fine.
It
It
looks
actually
like it
heals
just
you?
wants to be your friend.
I don't know about that.
It's a nice warm
Oh,
sandy
it's gonna
hug.
Leviosa.
It's fine. Nice warm sandy hug.
for this in funnel runners. I mean, that is fair.
Oh my god, we've been training
Oh my
for this.
God.
We've been training.
True, this is the moment.
I've been wanting to play that.
This is where we fight.
Watching you guys.
It's a
Oh,
lot of
Vin,
fun.
it is so
It is a
fun.
What do you
lot
want
of
to
fun.
play?
Vin, it's so great. He wants to play Funnel Runners.
Oh, the funnel
Yeah, it's
run.
really good.
Oh,
It's really
it's
fun.
such a
I
good
figured
time.
it out after I asked. I was like, oh, they talked
Did
about
ever you guys?
tornadoes.
Did I ever tell you guys I was training to become a firefighter at one point?
No, that's pretty cool.
I was training like it was like
Back
very
to work.
brief.
Nice 10-minute break. Hope you
Earlier,
make it to
but,
the
like, I
top,
took,
and then I hope someone gets
Fire-
right
I
to the
took
top for the
firefighter
gram.
one.
Thank you, friend. It was good to
which is
see
like
you.
the basics of it. I took first
Where's the sun? It's
responder
coming.
and I was taking
It's
EMT
coming.
classes. But man,
That's
that would have been a
okay.
great life to.
It would have been. And to piggyback
It
off
would've
that,
been really fun.
I almost became a
It's like a
paramedic at
pig.
one point.
What the hell?
Oh, see, dude.
Yeah, we would have been
it's
first
kinda-
responders.
Oh,
We could have been first responders.
Uh-oh.
We would have done it.
Uh-oh.
My main goal was to fly helicopters.
Oh, I'm good on that. I've seen enough.
It was in the scouts, so
Oh,
it's a little
dude.
different.
I have no interest in
That's
being in a
cool.
helicopter.
Yeah,
They
I,
are
I
cool.
was a first responder and a lifeguard.
Ah!
Oh god,
Oh my God!
booty.
It's the
It's
sun's
charring.
burning.
Hence why
And
I
my
ran to the
booty's
shade.
charred.
How to be like
So kind of forgot about the sun being
You know,
horrible.
it's really funny
Sun
because
hot.
about like 2 minutes ago, I said, "Remember, the
So
sun's
hot.
gonna burn you guys."
Milk
Yeah,
was
I was
bad.
ready for it. I was ready.
You're not wrong.
What? I got
was like, I
SPF.
feel
Ow!
like-
Oh my God! I have SPF not enough. That's what I have. Oh!
I get it.
What? We would never first it.
No, that's okay.
Going for it.
SPF
Ouchies.
ow.
Ouchies. Ouchies. Okay.
SPF. Ouchie.
I'm gonna go and eat this
SPF
now.
Going the...
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God!
Oh my god.
I forgot to let my.
What about down there?
Girl before I did.
What about down that
I
way?
hate that.
Is that a thing? Ouch. Fire hot.
Okay, I see what you're doing,
Remedy for
and
this?
I'm afraid.
Ouch.
Over there, over there.
Ouch.
No, Shiva, over here.
Can I make that?
Does that heal my fire?
Oh, thank God.
My
thank God,
burns?
thank God.
Oh, ow, my booty. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I'm just going for it. YOLO! Ow! Ow! Imagine if the tornadoes could get you over here. Do you know how awful that would be?
Help! 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 Help!
Oh, I love hearing the screams. I'm just looking for a way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's a big. Oh, that big hole. I think he needs help. Nah, he's fine. He's a big boy. He'll be all right. There's really no easy way across, is there? No, if he would have gotten grabbed by the tornado, though, oh, I would have been really sad if I would have missed it. Let's go this way. Let's see. All right. I don't think I can make that. I don't know.
Are you down or up?
You got to get up to get down. What the hell did I just hear?
No, man.
I don't know. I was burning alive. Sound of my flesh. God, yeah, so I was getting sucked up by the tornado as well, and I managed to run away.
Yeah, you go, girl.
I was, yeah. I was, and it was not enjoyable, let me tell you.
Oh, it's just too far.
There was too much force.
Not the force stuff.
You can't just take her stuff. She's too old. I need to go over there. Shit. I messed up. I'm going to try to go back to them. It's going to save me a lot of time if I can get... Oh, man, maybe I can't now. Might be too far gone. Because I can't make this. No ghost splat. No, no. No ghost splat. Ow.
They're going that way. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is the right... Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Flash is down there.
Hi.
Okay. Okay, I see you.
I see you. Get seat on, nerd.
They're going down that way.
Okay. No splat, just sizzle. That's right. That's our motto around here. No splat, all sizzle. Oop, don't want to lose my stamp. Okay. We're just gonna ride the shade. Ride the shade. I hear I'm just listening to Chiba's thought process. But I can't waste any time though. We gotta go. I'm alive. I live in the shadows. I'm Batman. Oh, there's a toucan. Give me trail mix. Oh, it's fortified milk. Hold on.
There he is.
Oh, it's so hot.
Look at him on that hill.
Milk was a
Flash of
bad
us.
choice.
Milk was a bad choice.
Oh god, I bet it's so like chunky and crap right now. Like
It says it's fortified too, which makes it
Living
sound
in
like
a
it's, like,
suitcase?
proteiny
Oh.
anyway. Blech.
I'm gonna drink this right now.
Hey, granola bar.
Don't consume the foreign cheese.
Oh. Why does that tornado sound close?
Well, or do
I'm sorry,
It's
is there a
just
tornado
fresh
on
mozzarella.
this side?
It's fine.
Or is that, no, that's across, right?
That's a cross.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, though, I don't know. They've been having some bugs, so it wouldn't surprise me.
That would be kind of
because
crazy if it happened
yesterday,
over here.
A
that
zombie
doesn't sound
followed us all the way through Alpine. I'm just letting you know.
That's insane.
It was
That's
not
insane.
fun.
Oh,
it was
no.
very stressful.
Oh,
I'm gonna drink
I was
this.
very panicked.
I am reinforced.
What the hell? I can't grab. There we go.
Chiba?
But you're very
Where'd you
yellow.
go?
Ooh, is that a remedy?
feel like
Yeah.
Shroom.
Remedy shroom. Yes, sir.
Chief?
Okay.
Yeah, I see
But
him.
I
He's
want,
over there.
you know,
I don't know what he's doing. I see him.
That, I think, is the
He's coming this way.
basic.
I think.
That's the basic.
All right. This looks pretty good.
What's he doing? I
I don't know.
Ah.
All right.
We're gonna
That,
jump.
this way looks good. Which way are you going up, Phoenix? And cheese. Yeah, that milk is definitely an and cheese.
Oh, I see a scorpion.
Sometimes
Is
when
there
I
a
lose people, I wonder if their mom felt like that a lot. I'm like, did you want
Oh, there's
that a lot as
a few
kid?
suitcases. There's a scorpion right here.
That's all right. Give it a little touch.
Oh. There's a little.
Okay.
No, this one's
No,
locked.
no.
I forget.
no,
Do you pick it up
no.
with E and throw it with Q?
Flash.
Well,
It's fine.
they
Will
used
not
to just-
be.
They fixed it.
Wait,
They
hold up.
used to just stack
There you go.
it in the face.
Yeah, you have a quick second to throw it.
Oh, that hurt me.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh!
Oh! What the?
You cured me. Oh, that's
Are
so
you good?
cool.
Shiva, did
Is
you just
everyone
drink
okay?
all the cure-all?
Well, I had to drink enough of it to cure me.
Oh, what were you
Look
on
out!
tears from?
I was. Yeah,
I was,
Oh, Jesus,
I was
man.
starving and dying.
That was
I was
my
starving and
cure.
dying.
Oh. Well, don't do
Are
that.
we,
Hey, can I rescue
okay
the
up here?
Are we having fun here?
I don't know. You can try.
Can I rescue?
Oh, there's dynamite. Oh my God! Stay alone.
We're fine. Where's that scorpion? I want to save it.
Are you
Scorpion!
gonna-
Saving a scorpion?
I'm gonna say. Watch. I'm gonna take myself to it, and it's gonna kill me.
Probably.
can
Gonna
I-
fall down a crevasse.
Can I grab it? Oh
Gonna
God!
fall into
Oh
the
God!
oh my God,
Oh God!
Flash, no.
Oh God!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
God. Screw that! Screw that stupid thing! That thing's dumb. That thing's stupid. All right.
God.
Anyway, I was just curious. Y'all committing arson without me? No. Hi, Rogue.
Shoot.
We going up?
I believe so, sir. Phoenix is
Well, I
going
don't
straight
know
up that way.
Really.
I might be able to put a rope down. I've got a rope in my pocket.
Oh.
Is that a rope in your pocket?
Okay. Well, okay then. Let's see what you got.
Oh.
What is happening? Like nature is really just chucking
You good?
dynamite at us. Oh, look at us go!
Oh, look.
A little bit longer. How long does your
From
rope
the
go?
heavens above.
Nice!
As I got, yeah.
Thank you.
As
So
from
that's
the
some
heavens.
solid length. We're good.
That was
You get
very
some rope.
helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Oh,
That
I'm
shadow's
bleeding.
very sus.
Dear Lord.
Oh my God. It's okay. It's going
Are we
down.
intruding? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was turned around. I was like, what
It's
the
worse than
hell?
slowly going down. This is slowly. It's appearing.
No,
He's
it's
just
not
staring
exciting
at us.
anymore.
Like,
It's okay.
It can't hurt you. It's not real.
It can't hurt you anymore.
it's like
It's
it's
just
like when you like you go to close your curtains, you just see a person across the street just staring back at you, slowly closing their blinds.
Oh my God.
Watching me, watching you.
Oh
I hear
my God, we're
hoodlums.
doing
I hear
it.
hoodlums.
Oh my
didn't
God,
do it.
what the hell, dude?
Vin?
I didn't do
What
it.
was that?
Vin, that was the
you
entire
get hurt?
world blowing up, it seems like. Are you okay? That blew me up, and I'm okay.
It didn't
Is
do anything.
Is everyone
Oh my-
all right?
Yeah,
So, I saw
that was
that.
right on
I
top of
think
Vin.
it was in here. I think there's
I thought it
like
was
a-
on top
one
of me.
Mine shaft things, and I
Oh,
think
don't
we
drop down there. That's
Okay.
deadly.
triggered it and didn't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you passed by it, I saw smoke. I was like, wait,
I was
there's
gonna
smoke
say
here.
I could hear like a faint like hissing,
what a
but I was like,
treat.
where is that coming from?
The last big
And it
update
scared
just
the
came out.
absolute
You got to
shit
the
out
bottom
of
of
me.
it real
Jesus.
quick.
Chiba scared the shit out of me more than
Well, dude,
the explosion.
jump scare.
I mean,
I
to
was
be
like,
fair,
what is happening?
we just like blew up his head.
That's true.
I thought I was dying. I mean, I thought that
I
was
don't
it
know.
for me.
Yeah, that's
Right
really
above the
smart.
explosion. I was
I don't
looking
have
at
a
the
will
smoke
written,
from
no one's
above
gonna
like an
know where I
idiot. I was
was.
like, huh.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, leave me alone.
Sorry, words would have been way better than no, but it got the job
You
done.
could have used the language, but it's okay. We got there.
No. Okay.
No.
I don't know if this is the way or if we should go the other direction, like over that way.
I think.
The thing is though, where do we go from here?
I mean, there's still we got some ups this way.
There's some up right
Okay,
there.
I'm seeing
Sound
some
like
ups.
you're
I'm
playing
seeing
with
some
Kermit.
ups. A lot of downs, but I am seeing some ups.
Seen a lot of downs. A lot of downs right now.
Lot of downs. You know, you
It's-
just gotta
it's-
watch those things.
He's hot out there. so
Oh, my
careful.
face.
They'll get you. They'll
He's
get you.
hot out
Run! Oh my God! Jesus, it's coming! It's coming fast. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh hey, look at that.
This was really funny.
Woo!
It's coming.
Oh, okay.
It's coming.
You used words this time, though.
Hey,
There
You
it
didn't
is.
really have the right
Let's go.
tone, unfortunately,
Ow.
but.
Wait, finish down. Finish down. Jump down. Finish down. Finish down.
Thank you.
Oh, the.
Oh, dude.
I can
It's
see
like the dynamite's
dynamite
coming out of
just-
nowhere.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's trying to kill us all.
Holy shit. I don't remember there being
Every
this
time
much
we
dynamite.
stick our head up over a hill, there's a piece of dynamite.
It makes itself known right away.
All right, I'm gonna check
Oh,
this. I'm
hot,
gonna check
hot,
this. I'm gonna check
hot,
this.
hot,
Ow, ow,
hot,
it's
hot, hot. Dynamite up ahead.
Oh, are you thirsty? Want a drink?
Oh, okay.
I am a little thirsty, actually.
A little thirsty, I got you.
Oh,
Ready?
Little
Here.
squirt. Little squirt. Oh,
you go.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Oh, dynamite!
Oh, you managed to throw it. That's good. I didn't know we could
Sir.
do that.
Rescue claw. And another drink. Let's go.
Okay, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I would too.
Can I? Now, I use
So,
this. That will
Vin-
lunge me somewhere. Like, I can't. Can I shoot
That's
someone with
that's
this?
gonna pull you.
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I think it's gonna pull you towards where you shoot it.
Okay.
Is what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
You guys good down there?
You wanna flick it?
You guys doing okay?
Excuse me?
Just asked me if I wanted to flick a bean.
Well.
Beans.
So well, what was your answer?
Da, 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 da.
Found a bean. Aw.
All right, Jeeves.
Oh.
Your turn.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
Wait. What did you? What was the outcome there?
I don't know. Me stuck on a
what
little
the
tiny.
fuck?
The bean.
Hold on, can I? Hold on, wait. What if I? Hold on. What if you? Oh God.
You-
I was gonna say.
Look at
Can I
that
get
bean.
I
you?
don't think you can throw it. I don't know. You
Flick the
tried.
bean so hard.
Hey!
that it grew a
Hey!
bean.
Oh! Holy shit! Holy shit! What is happening?
Oh, titties.
Oh my God. Okay, well we found out that works.
What happened?
What happened?
His
Flash
little
shot me
lifeless
with the gun
body
and pulled
just
me.
went flying
Yeah.
off the cliff.
The thing is, on
Yeah.
my screen, I had no idea what was happening. It was just chaos.
Okay, I think.
Sir, did you
Missed
not
it
see
by
the
that
giant
much.
bean?
I don't.
God, did you flick it or what happened there?
Oh my God.
Sir, you cannot just ask someone if they flick their bean, okay?
Okay,
Like, that's
guys.
a little personal.
guys. The bean
Okay, we're going up?
conversation.
If you better get me. Okay, there you go. No! Wait! You son of a bitch!
Oh, you're lucky. God damn it. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
I'm all combobulated. Okay.
Oh.
Panic sets in, you know, like you just don't know what's gonna happen.
If I drink the sports drink, you think that'll like cure some of my hunger?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I think
but it does.
I'm
make
drinking
you go
them 3
fast.
times now, and
Okay.
it's done nothing but give me stamina. Yeah.
I've drank
Careful,
three
careful.
times.
I hear it. I'm trying to get away
Time
from that
I-
area.
Whoa!
Holy night, dude.
I did say
What the
careful.
hell?
I
How
know.
am I
I
still
tried to get
alive?
away. I saw the
Careful,
sparks.
Like 3 times.
Oh, the statue.
God damn,
found
I'm
it.
here.
Oh.
I think Chiba's awake now.
No, I gotta get down.
Gotta get it. I will find a way. I will jump through the
What is that?
shadows.
Jump to the shadows.
Jump to the shadows.
I got it.
Okay. I'm very hungry. Can
Hey,
we
Vin,
eat
how
it?
much to grab that briefcase on top of that cactus?
No.
You can do it.
That's crazy, my
Oh.
guy.
Oh my god.
it.
It
Crazy.
gave me
Oh,
so
it's like a
much
force
stone
field.
damage.
What about
I have
What is
so
5
much
Canadian
stone
dollars?
damage.
Oh.
That's like 75
All right, I gotta
cents.
find
You'll-
food.
don't
Is there
spend it all
food
in one
inside of
place.
this?
75 cents.
Um,
Oh, that's
No.
ooh.
Oh, there's a pickaxe
Hey!
over here.
Dude, I'm just like half of my bar is like
Owl?
health. I'm so hungry. Or not health.
Yeah, half of
I'm
mine is
getting a little.
also
I'm
that
getting a
way
little
too.
peckish. Yeah. I'm
Go
getting
a little
peckish.
famish.
Kind of want to go for
Little-
that
little-
suitcase
yeah, a little
on top
famine
of the
going on, you know?
cactus there.
I was just telling Vin how much to go for that thing.
Oh, the sacrifice.
I said 20
Sacrificial lamb.
bucks. And he
That's true.
borrowed
We
me
can
well,
like
sacrifice.
5 Canadian dollars. I'm like, well,
Well, okay, if 20 Canadian dollars, then I'd do that. 20 Canadian dollars. That's at least $6 for you. Yeah, that's $6 for you at least.
to get that.
I'm not up. I'm not up on
briefcase
conversion, but I think
on
it's
top
close.
of that cactus.
Top of
Oh,
that cactus.
jeez.
Cactus.
Cacti.
Cacti.
That
Is-
cacti.
Okay.
That
You got this. Careful. Look out.
Holy shit!
perfect
You did that
ass.
so fast. What the hell?
I
Like a spider monkey.
I.
The spider monkey.
Let's go.
Drink the energy drink. I was like, where
Bitch,
are
like-
the-
Ugh. Okay, cool.
That was like the fastest climbing I've ever seen.
All right.
I'm so hungry, guys. I'm so hungry.
Oh god.
I would not let hunger
God.
define me.
Oh, I want to go for it. Oh, I want to go for it.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
I live in the
Where are you
shadows.
at, man?
I am the shadows.
No. I'm hungry now.
Oh shit! Dynamite.
Oh, shit is right. God damn!
Oh,
God, man, the power behind that thing is
Where
shocking.
do we Go now.
I really don't know where to go.
I don't know.
This is-
I'm not sure either.
I was kind of hoping that
I
one of you would know,
can't
and I would just
even-
follow. You know. You know what I mean?
I'll follow you into the dark. Ah!
Are you a Death Cab for a Cutie fan?
I mean,
Flash?
I listened a little bit back in the day.
Listen to what?
This
Wow.
is
Death Cab-
risking for
Death
the
Cab for Cutie?
distance.
Death
Little
Cab
Death
for
Cab
Cutie?
for the cutie.
I'll follow you into the dark.
All right,
Literally
there's-
the
Love
exact
of
lyrics.
mine.
Someday
you will die. Which probably
okay,
soon, to be
chill,
honest.
chill, chill.
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 I don't think you need to go that. Oh,
If I go for it, here's the problem.
And die.
If I go
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that,
die,
Very
though.
bad.
Means I don't have to follow
I'm
you
gonna-
I
into
got
the
some
dark.
rope. I got some rope.
I don't know how that's gonna.
It's not good.
Oh, okay.
You good?
Phoenix.
Yeah. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the fucking
ow,
shit!
God. Oh.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
What we do is not panic.
Well, it's too late for that. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Hey, did you guys want
Don't
There's
panic.
dynamite
This is
on
the
top
perfect
of
time to
everything
panic.
over there.
Hey,
yeah.
you guys want food?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
a
want
little
some cookies?
Is there anything to calm down the fire?
Hey, can you guys come over this way, maybe?
I can't see where everyone is.
I cannot see where they go.
I am the
Oh
climber.
God,
Over there.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, the sun is too powerful, eh?
Oh yeah, bud.
I'm gonna die. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Put your arms around me, babe.
Baby, put your arm around me,
Arms
baby.
around me, babe. I'm gonna die. Going in the Wild Wild West. Look at Wild Wild West. Jim West, Desperado.
The Wild Wild West.
Box ever.
The Wild Wild West.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Where's
Don't do the
Cisco?
Wild
We
Wild
need
West.
Cisco.
The Wild Wild West.
Alright, where are we going?
What?
Oh, that is
I
a
found
far drop. I would prefer to
That
not
is-
do that.
I found the
The
shorts.
problem is we're running into a situation where we're the light.
Oh, and
Damn.
these are just, you know.
Hello, little scorpion.
I found
My friends are over that
sunscreen
way if you
and
wanna go say
I
hi.
found a granola bar.
I know. There's also one over here, like on the other side of this wall.
And I found another case.
Yeah.
That has
Oh,
dynamite
nice.
on top.
What'd you find? Did you find a Nolar bar?
I found a granola bar and sunscreen.
He's over there.
Oh my god, I'm on the way.
Do you want a granola bar?
I would love one. I'm coming. I'm coming.
This is
Okay.
the. I'm
Hi,
so
Dorito.
I was
Where did
like,
they
it's
go?
all yours.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And then, yeah, no problem.
Oh, that helped. That's helpful. Oh, little spritz. Oh, thank you. Little spritz.
You can't go outside without your sunscreen.
Outside without your sunscreen. What if I do this? What if I pick this up and I yeet this down the hole? They're not down there, are they? Okay, they got real quiet for a second.
Now, I don't know if this is the right way, but it's a way.
It is a dead end. Oh wait, what about over this way?
Oh, aren't those little berry things on top of the cactus actually okay?
Yeah, you can get up here, you can get up here, you can get up here.
Can you hold out your hand?
There's like no food. Only.
Oh, 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 oh!
Yeah.
I
There's
fell-
like
I
an
fell
energy
down.
drink.
Okay. I know we gotta find foods. We just gotta keep
I
going
know,
up.
I can get. Yeah.
Little prickle damage, it'll fall
Trying to
off.
figure
Yeah.
out which way is the best to go.
Might need to go back up over there. Might need to go back up over here.
Yeah, I think we gotta go back up that way.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sunscreen makes me a little slippery. Hey, I think I have a couple prickles on me, or like one or two. You mind taking a look?
Yeah.
Okay, we can go up there. It's just a little.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we
There's a case in there,
I can take
but
a
I
look.
don't know if
Oh.
there's any boom
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk in here and boom boom and then run out.
Okay.
Boom boom. Holy crap. All right, there is a suitcase that's not. Oh, there's trail mix. How much hunger? How much hunger? Oh,
Wanna go that way?
how much hunger do you have?
We all go this way. You go that way.
I'm okay, but I think the others are really bad.
Okay, hold on. And I found a rope in here as well. That was very loud.
Purple.
I'm looking to see if there's anything else in here. I don't think so.
Hey, we have a sandwich for someone.
Oh crap!
Oh my God, Vin, are you good?
Yep.
Blink twice if you're in Milwaukee. Are you good? Okay.
I'm not. Wait. What if I do if I'm not in Milwaukee?
At
Then
that point,
blink
I'm not
once. I don't know.
sure. Yeah, only blink once. Yeah, do a flash then.
How do I blink?
Oh,
Ouch.
careful,
That's
dynamite.
something you have to
Okay,
figure out.
I'm waiting. I see the smoke.
That's why I asked.
Why am I still burning? I'm not. Why?
Tiddlywinks.
I'm not. I wasn't in the
slide
sun.
Slide down, jump a little bit.
I don't like that.
Slide down, jump a little
Yeah,
bit.
buddy, you're gonna have to slide
Okay,
down.
I think I might have to eat this
Grab
trail
the
mix.
wall, slide down, and then jump down a
Yeah,
little bit.
eat it.
Jump, jump.
Yeah, because I need to. Yeah,
Hey,
I
Ooh,
do
But I
need
got a
help
rope
with-
Be
cannon.
careful
Oh,
all of a
nice.
sudden.
I have a rope.
There we go.
It's actually not
I
hot
have
yet.
a rope too.
Okay,
Oh, you're right.
just in case.
Dude, I'm so hungry. I'm about to pass.
I'm also starving as well. I could go for like a juicy, like something. You know what I mean?
A juicy Lucy.
I'll find you a juicy something. Hold on.
Oh my
Hold,
God!
hold,
Have you ever had a
hold.
juicy Lucy, Chiba?
Hey!
What is that?
So a juicy Lucy, isn't that a
Dynamite.
thing where, man, I know what it is, but I
Guys,
can't remember.
There's trail mix
Juicy Lucy.
in a pitten.
Guys,
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
why does
Yeah.
why do you
Hello.
guys look
Hi.
like chickens?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're
Oh,
real
if
hungry.
you touch me, Vin, I
Vin,
swear. Listen,
Vin, eat
hey,
the trail mix.
Oh
Vin,
my
there's
god, I
trail
can,
mix.
oh my
Vin.
god, I can eat you. Chiba, come here.
Vin.
Let me eat you, buddy.
Nope.
Do not,
Hey,
do not
nope.
Let me eat you
cannibalize
up, buddy.
him.
Do not
No,
consume me.
Eat the trail mix,
Shiba.
Vin.
Listen,
Vin, eat
listen.
the trail
I've got
mix.
gravy
Shiba.
coming out of my pores. You don't want any of this.
Shiba.
It's not good for you. It'll raise your cholesterol.
Buddy.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hey.
Buddy.
Hey, where'd you guys come from? Been a while.
Hope you find your dad.
Oh, isn't a juicy Lucy like a juicy burger?
I found
Isn't
a
it like
pitten.
a stuffed burger?
It's a
Like,
stuffed
it's
burger with
juicy.
cheese.
Yeah,
it's got
a juicy
cheese in the
Lucy.
middle.
Yeah,
Spot.
yeah. Okay.
It's pretty
How
good.
juicy is
It's
your
pretty
loose-
good.
Oh, that's never mind.
Well, you can't just ask people how juicy the
Yeah,
Usi
never mind.
is.
Ixnay.
That's a good
You
one.
can't just go
Ixnay on
around
that
asking
one.
people that. Yeah, a little
Sure you
ixnay on the Usi lay. Come on, let's. The Usi J?
Like
No.
the Phoenix is wearing the medic helmet. It only makes sense because
Oh,
Phoenix is going to be the
no.
savior.
I didn't
That,
like it.
that doesn't. Nope, I don't like it either.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Not a negatory.
not a fan.
Help! Help! Help!
Come on, Japes.
Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna drink this milk.
Coming.
Ugh.
What about milk? Sorry.
Milk was a
It's
bad
milk.
choice.
This milk.
Listen, Vin, if you want some
Is
milk,
this
I got
another
3 bags in
substitute
the
for the
fridge for
kiln.
you.
I think so.
That's so
I think
much.
it is.
How many?
Okay,
how
coming
many
up.
bags of milk?
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, Japes, come here. Hold on, stop
Yeah,
moving.
it's got a lot
Thank
of
you.
bags.
Just sit there.
I'm a little hungry. Are you gonna?
No,
Yeah, okay.
hold on.
Bags of milk.
Listen.
Wait,
you've got pricks.
You're not gonna
on
eat
you.
me, are you?
No, you've got pricks.
Oh,
on
okay. Oh yeah, get these pricks off. Oh,
you.
thank
I'm
you.
working on it. They should be gone.
I was
yes.
feeling a little prickly.
Okay.
But it's still kind of unsurprising.
Yeah, when you have the little green cactus thingy on your bar, that means
So-
that you have pricks on you somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you for getting the pricks off me.
Yeah, get them pricks.
I
off
saw
you.
that and I thought it was like a form of poison that was gonna like cure itself, you know?
Ah, cactus poison.
Oh, see, I thought my
Cactus
friends were.
poison.
Yeah,
picking
got that
something.
old cactus poison.
The old
Great.
cactus poison. Whole little Timmy's been talking about that. Thank you.
Damn it,
Look at this
prospector. Oh, fiddlesticks.
Is there water?
I need
Water.
some water.
Boom, spoon.
Water.
need some water.
Ugh,
Eventually.
I need some food is what I need. I'm starving up
I need
here.
some food. Yeah, there's a.
Vin, if you
There's a
eat me, I
thing
swear to
over
God.
Here, do you need a
No, I'm not
do you
that
need a
hungry yet, I
piton to
think.
get up to this part?
I don't know, I can do it. I got it.
A pittance.
Do you need a piton? A pittance?
And to you I leave a pittance.
Ah, there we go.
A pittance for your thoughts.
A pittance
Let's go.
for your thoughts.
Do
Oh, that's not
we-
good.
Ooh,
This
that's a
way?
steep one, isn't it?
That it is.
Oh.
Phoenix is pointing out this spot over
Oh.
here. That might be okay.
That's a good one. Hell yeah.
Do we put-
oh,
go this way
oh,
and then
oh,
put down
I
the
feel.
rope?
Okay.
I got
Okay,
a
that hurt.
rope.
Yeah,
I
can
also
put
have
down a
one. I also
rope
have a
if we
piton.
Go over there. Yeah.
Well, the
do you
pigeon
wanna
might
put
be,
a piton
we
right
just
I
there?
gotta be
could
very
put a
careful with
piton.
our
Do I
pitches
do I
placed
jump
in
over
front.
there and like what do I hit it with?
You make
you
sure
gotta be
it's
so careful,
in
though.
one of your 1, 2, 3, not in your
gotta
backpack,
be so
and
careful.
then jump over there, hold onto the wall, and
Oh, and then set
right
piton.
click
Okay.
or whatever. Yeah, to set.
Ah, okay.
Go.
Oh, that is
Got this.
dynamite. There's a dynamite to our left. I would not go much further to our
Ah!
left.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh
You
dear.
good?
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. There we go. Sorry, lost my footing. Lost my footing. We're good. We're fine. Just get the piton. You'll be okay. There we go.
Thank you.
All right, next. Do you have to deal with a lot of pricks in Peak? There's a
Keep
few. There's a few pricks.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
I'm here. I'm back.
What's up, John? Welcome
okay.
in.
Okay,
God
you want me
damn,
to?
Enrique's buffering. Oh, you're okay,
oh my
Matthew,
God,
no
I don't know
worries.
if I want to do that. To be
Yeah,
honest.
you grab the piton. Get over there. Grab that piton.
Well,
Grab the piton.
You're about to burn.
see, I
if you
want to
don't
grab the piton, but
if you don't grab
okay,
the piton,
okay.
you're going
You know
to
what?
burn.
You're right. You're right. Okay, I don't want to burn. I don't. It's either
You're
follow my
about to
death
start
or, okay,
burning
follow my
right
death.
now.
Oh god.
I'm guessing
Oh,
he
shit.
didn't make it.
Oh man, you know what? That didn't go as. Oh, we got a rope. Yeah, we got a rope. Grab the rope.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, how do I?
We can't grab the invisible rope.
Now
gotta
you
make
can.
There we go. Now we can.
I got
Thank
you,
you.
boo boo. Welcome.
Well, now I can grab the piton.
Oh no! Oh, now you can. Oh, look at your umbrella. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it. They need to make one for like one little hats, you know?
All right.
Ow,
Mary
ow.
Poppins, y'all.
All right, there's lots of Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah. Chiba,
Oh,
do
there's a
you-
lot of
are you
sun over
good?
there.
I'm coming. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
That's also
The
a lot
problem
of
is I'm
dynamite.
I'm starving so much that I might just die of starvation.
same.
No, don't die.
Hold on.
Literally starving.
I could not be more literal about my starvation. Yeah.
All right, I'm on the way.
Oh, that.
Yep.
Oh, the sun. Holy shit!
Oh, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the
Yeah,
sun is
yeah. This
killing
is not gonna be good. This is not
us.
gonna be good. I'm dying to sun.
Oh, the sun is killing us.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ben.
Oh my god.
Sun is killing us.
You got brownies?
Oh,
What? Was that a TV dinner?
I just fed him a TV dinner.
thank you.
Oh my
Thank you.
god.
I've been
You
fed.
lucky SOB.
Holy shit.
You,
You
lucky
lucky
SOB.
Oh my god.
Who are the friends
That
other
was a
than
Hungry
Chiba.
Man,
Chiba.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
I knew it was.
Finland and
I knew that was a
Phoenix.
Hungry Man.
It's one
Oh
of the
god.
chicken ones.
When was the last time you had a Hungry Man?
Not that long ago, my kids wanted to eat TV dinners because we never do. So I was
They're
like,
the
you know
best.
what? We're gonna have to get TV dinners.
Was it a Salisbury steak? What was
No,
it?
not
Chicken?
Salisbury steak. No, it was. I had
I just-
chicken. My
personally,
daughter had shrimp and
just couldn't-
pasta.
Ooh, I don't know about.
It was okay.
Oh.
It was
You
okay.
guys-
It was okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say a
My
shrimp
son had the
TV
corn
dinner, I
dog
don't know.
kid cuisine.
Now that's the one you got to go for.
That's
Hey,
it.
that's the
That
one.
sounds delicious.
That's the one
Yeah.
right there.
Corn dog.
The one.
Now we're
Wait, what? The one
talking.
with that brownie?
Yeah,
That
the one
brownie
with the
one?
brownie. Take the brownie out.
Mhm.
Eat the other food. Then you
Hot
put the brownie
brownie.
back in.
Hell yeah!
Exactly. Dude,
If you
That's
guys-
the.
I want a
my mom
brownie
would never
now.
listen
on.
about taking that brownie out.
Oh god, but that's in full sun
Yikes.
though. Oh my god.
Oh, that is not.
I don't know if I can like.
That's gonna
I'm
suck.
gonna try something real quick.
I might have to get some corn dogs. Well, we call them pogo. We have pogos here. We call them, but yeah, the same thing.
Okay.
It's a corn dog. It's a brand of corn dog here.
Oh.
See you last Odin.
Flash, you good?
Flash, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I got to the other side of the
Okay.
dynamite.
Second.
Oh, it is.
Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Oh,
I'm gonna wait it out.
really hot,
To
really hot.
get up to this height,
Yeah, the problem is it being in full sun.
and then jump across.
If the sun wants to F off, I could totally get up there.
Yeah, it's right at this height is
Oh,
where
man,
it
that's-
stops. Is
Okay.
Like where this rope is where. the
Oh,
rope
where you
stops.
stop the burning.
Yeah,
That's pretty rough.
yeah.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
rough.
run the rope down so you guys can.
Just
Man,
the
I'm
way
gonna
I
watch
like
you
it.
run over, and I don't think I'll make it, dude. I'm starving. Listen, I didn't get fed a
Jeez.
hungry
I
man.
am
Jeez.
anything for you.
Ow and cheese,
Yeah,
ow and
sorry,
cheese,
buddy.
ow
Okay,
and
we keep
cheese,
making-
ow and cheese. Okay,
Two.
okay.
Listen, I'll just
I'm
die.
gonna regain my stams.
All right.
Wonder if I can make it.
Uh,
Okay, go, 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 go.
There
Okay.
you
Yeah,
go.
I
See?
jumped
There's dynamite bin.
up
Watch
there,
the.
so
What's the
up
dynamite
there
bin?
Is no
Ah,
more.
shit.
sun
What dynamite?
burning.
That dynamite.
I'm standing here and I'm okay.
Yeah. And
Dynamite
then
where?
I figured the rope might be easier on your guys' stand.
Wait, hold on.
I don't see no dynamite, Chiba. You crazy?
Yeah, that's good. It looks like they could reach it.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Once you get to the top of
So-
this rope, you're good. Like you're safe from the
Yeah.
fire.
All right, Chiba. Do you need a rope, Chiba?
And then you just jump right over
Chiba?
to the one that Phoenix placed right there, and then you're good to go up here. Oh man,
Sure.
this,
Chiba,
this
you
was a
good?
struggle.
Did he get raided or something?
I don't think I'm gonna make this,
Standing
guys. I'm
still.
gonna try my old best here, but
Do you want the rope?
Dude, I literally have a sliver of stamp. Like it's not even. It's enough to like.
Here, I have like
Yeah.
a teeny tiny bit more rope.
What if I, Phoenix? I could try to
Yeah,
throw. I have a
need
teeny
food
bit as
so
well.
bad.
Wait.
Hang
Here,
on, what if I
Chiba.
Come,
Oh,
Chiba,
oh
take
no!
that.
Oh my God! Thank you.
then what
Oh,
if
this
I
might
do
help. This might help. This might help. Oh, that's gonna
What if
help.
you-
That helped a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Climb on
That
my
helped
back.
Wonder
my
if I can
health.
find
I'm
more
still
stuff.
starving.
I'm gonna go look.
What's that?
Yeah, climb on my
Yeah.
back.
I'm gonna go
that's
look
gonna-
for food.
It's gonna be a little rough for everyone.
okay. Oh my God, this is actually working. Wait, should that get?
Yeah.
Come here.
Thank you.
I didn't realize you could carry Mickey Mouse on your back like that.
Oh my gosh!
Not my button. And this sounded like a
Are
amalgamation
you going
of
into,
all
are you
these
going into
characters.
Shrek now? Is that what I
Yes.
heard? Not the gumdrop.
Maddie, thank you for the 13 months, by the way.
Now this
Isn't
is
there
the
like
thing
Is there another Shrek coming out? Like Shrek 8?
There is, yeah.
I heard there
Something
was,
like-
and I heard that there was
Did you
some
guys
people
jump
were
the
having
rope?
problems because the way Shrek was
Yeah.
looking.
I get weird.
You jumped to there, okay.
Yeah, this is, and then from here it's completely walkable, Cheebs. Oh, my hungers. My hungers.
But if I win, I have to play someone.
Is Phoenix stuck? I don't think so. No, they were right there with Cheebs. I think they're okay. Yeah, I hear them right now. This is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Two marshmallows. I don't need these. Booty boo, booty boo, booty boo.
Booty boos.
Boardy board, board. Can I cook this? Should I cook this twice and eat it?
Oh, thank
Oh
God
my
we made it. I'm like,
God. We
so
did
hungry.
it.
Yeah, let's go,
80% of my
dude.
bar
We
is
did
hungry right
it.
I found prickle.
Oh.
I found another
All
prickle
look like
berry.
turkeys.
Little prickleberry.
Oh,
You actually don't, surprisingly. No, you don't.
Oh,
Which is
Hopefully it's
bizarre. I
not
wonder
the-
when you
the
start
Hep
to look
C
like
berry.
turkeys or
Oh,
chickens.
hopefully not.
yeah.
That looks
But
prickly. I don't
we
know if you
all
should
made
eat that.
it.
We're hoping this isn't the hepatitis berry, but we're gonna try.
It might be.
If the Hep C
it
berry,
might be.
it's looking a little red there.
You never know. Honestly, you don't know until you try.
Do you
though.
like
That's
Mountain
what they
Dew?
say.
No, I like to drink Hep C
So I
berry.
got the Scoutmaster
Yeah,
bugle.
the old Hep
Hep
C
C
berry. That's what
berry.
gets
Oh.
me going.
Wait, is that the bugle that calls the dude?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
think it heals all of us, but it also calls the Scoutmaster.
Who's the Scoutmaster?
So
What's his
maybe
name?
we save it just in case.
Oh, maybe you want to meet him? You wanna meet
Scoutmaster
him?
Meyer.
What's his? Yeah, maybe Oscar
yeah, he's-
Mayer,
Yeah, he's a thing.
Lieutenant
I
Dan.
mean,
Oh, and look what you did.
Well,
Okay.
Well, game on
Gloom.
and going into the gloom. Hey, I'm gonna need something
Okay,
to
we've
remove.
entered the gloom.
Oh wait. Oh no. Oh, I have. Oh, look at that.
What happens in the gloom?
Stays in the gloom.
that's the new area.
What happens in the gloom stays in the gloom.
Holy dude.
oh, blue.
Mentorship
Scoutmaster's
badge.
around
Have a
here
one-on-one
somewhere.
with
Oh,
the
there he is.
Scoutmaster. Oh,
There you
dude!
go, Chiba.
Oh, fuck that
There
shit!
you go,
No,
Chiba.
bye!
Here you go, Chiba. Have fun.
Is he gonna hurt me?
Yes.
Yep, that is a yes. That is an absolute yes. He will hurt you. Okay. Avoid
It's,
at all costs.
Does the Scoutmaster only go after the person that blew the bugle?
Well, I don't know. It did kill Phoenix, so that's a possibility. I think.
I think they really wanted to, they really wanted us to see the Scoutmaster. You know what? I gotta hand it to them.
Yeah, well, you know,
They
we
gotta-
saw
I
it,
gotta hand it to
and
them.
honestly, not even twice.
Gotta hand it to them.
All right, so I
yeah.
don't really know what to expect with this one. So I guess we're gonna just figure it out as we go.
Wait, why am I hungry? Oh, I didn't eat my marshmallow.
Well, you gotta eat your marshmallow,
There we
you
go.
goofball.
You gotta eat the
my little
mallow.
marshmallow.
Eat your
Please tell
mallow.
me you cooked your mallow twice.
I did cook it, but the sad thing is, it didn't cure my hunger. It halved my hunger. It halved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, too bad we didn't get the glizzies,
This
man. The
seems
glizzies are a lot better.
dicey AF.
Well, I haven't seen a
Yeah.
glizzy yet. Can you show me where one
Why
was?
is there a
Oh, my
statue
God.
here?
You can't just ask people to. You know what? Never mind. We're not gonna go there.
Oh, hi. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I gotta rest.
good
I
to
gotta
see
rest
you.
on this
Hey,
thing.
how are you?
Oh, sir, you are. Why are you? Oh, that is not
file.
okay.
I love statues.
What? You're ramming your crotch against his hand, in my viewpoint, and it's just.
I mean,
Very-
yeah. Can we allowed to touch this goo? Like, there's no way to not touch it, right? I don't. It doesn't look okay.
All right, fuck it.
Would you mind removing these from my face, please?
Oh! Phoenix lives!
You live.
I did.
Phoenix,
Okay.
are we safe to go in the goo?
Two. There's three.
Yeah. Safe is
Okay. You got
not the
14
word
of them,
I would
by the way.
use, but
You're covered in these.
you
What the
can
fuck?
go in.
God
it.
damn, there's like 18 of these on you.
So we want to stay
Yeah.
out
I
of it
recommend
if
not
we
going
can.
in.
Okay. I got
You
them all.
have to go in as part of the thing.
Okay, now what
What do
about
we have to
ramming
go
my
in?
crotch into this statue?
Oh, you probably shouldn't do that. It's not
I don't
medically
think that's
recommended.
what you're supposed
Is the
to
statue
do.
pointing?
Yeah. It might be. Is that?
I
Is it
think
telling
it's
us where to
saying
go?
That we need to go that way.
Go this way?
But how do we know for sure?
Well, because the statue's pointing.
Because I think there's a
Oh.
maze underneath.
So we follow the
Yes.
point.
Okay, we're gonna. That's where I was going originally, but.
Do we
makes you
fall
a little
into the
sleepy.
smoke?
Oh, it makes you eepy?
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like
sleepy
a.
Oh, I could use some of this.
How do I
It's like a
bottle this up?
miasma
How do I
kinda
bottle
thing.
this up?
Can I bottle this up and bring it home with me?
I need my sleepy
Just a
guy.
little bit, you know,
Need
just
my-
just a touch.
I need my EP cloud.
Beepy cloud.
EP cows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Goddamn, I need
EP
food so
cow.
bad.
I found a
Beepy
worm.
You guys
EP
are in that
cloud,
thing, you know
yeah,
that,
mother-
right?
Ow.
Sleepy
Ow.
cloud.
EP
clouds are
sleepy,
eating my
sleepy
booty.
cloud.
EP cloud.
Oh, it's
EP cloud. But
pointing-
that one's pointing that way.
What are they feeding you?
I think they're pointing towards these like bells we can light.
Now he's pointing this way. What are you pointing at? Tell us.
What can we light? Oh, wait. Are they pointing to the
Like,
tree?
Bell towers.
I don't know. It's
That we
this
can
direction. Yeah, this
ring.
direction here.
Misdirection.
It's like pointing to like.
Misdirection.
Here, I don't know. Is there a maze down
Ow.
there? I don't know what to do.
I'm scared.
Okay, well, we have to go. We are hungry. We
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
keep
following
going.
you. I'm hungry too. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, where did they
Watch
go?
out for frogs.
I don't know.
There's a
How do I
fence
look
here.
out for them?
Ah!
Phoenix?
Oh, I can't
got-
really hear them.
Whoa, I can.
Got
oh,
touched
I
by a
see, like,
frog.
on a walkie-talkie. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
Oh god! Oh god! Phoenix, help!
Oh, I'm screwed.
Oh,
Oh, I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
where'd you go? Phoenix?
Oh no!
Shit, what the fuck?
What is
Oh,
that?
no. I don't know.
I'm getting licked by a toad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Am I dead? Am I dying? What's happening?
I'm getting so eepy.
Very sleepy.
Very eepy.
Okay, I'm gonna make it to the tree, everyone. No, don't lick me, you son of a bitch. I was almost there.
Help!
I'm gonna die.
Well,
I got licked.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
I'm also about to die.
Ugh.
I'm dead.
I'm about to pass out. I'm so tired. Ugh.
No.
I couldn't.
Frog.
No.
Did you say ugh? I'm just gonna hit give up. Oh no! I think Phoenix got too. Oh, I see the frog. I feel like, oh man, we can't truck through that like that. It is super cool looking though. Go to sweep, go to sweep. Go to sweep with old Chiba. Oh my god. The frog just licked his corpse. Finn and Chiba, look out. Well, wasn't that just spicy? It's a sleepy time swamp. It's the first time we've seen it. We've never experienced it before. Your body was never found. That's it. As expected. Well.
Oh dear.
Oh man, that a nightmare.
That was some
Oh,
spicy,
and you were there.
That was some spicy sleepies.
And you were there.
That was a
And
was
you
a
were
thing.
there.
My god.
Holy
That
mackerel.
was a lot of
I
sleepiness, a
got
lot
a
of
new
lickage, a
badge.
whole lot of everything.
Nice.
I
Well,
got
I
a
got-
badge. I ate a worm, so I got
ate a
new
worm?
badge.
Oh, nice.
man. I don't think you're supposed to eat those. They cause
Oh
like
my
something.
god, look at you've got
Yeah,
a
but
freaking
Oh,
you
look
got
at you.
jammies.
Well, did
Oh,
you-
do we all get this?
Oh, hell
What is
yeah.
this, Peter Pan?
No.
Why are these two?
I think just Phoenix.
How do I?
They ate the
how do
worm.
I-
To get it.
Oh,
Did
ate
you
the
get-
worm.
Anything for the Scoutmaster one?
Well,
Did you
I'm
finally
trying
get...
to see. How do I
'Cause
change
if
my
you
thing
did-
again?
I think it tells you if you
You'd
got
have the
something new.
eyeballs like I do.
So it told me I got an achievement. Like I got a Steam achievement.
Okay.
hmm
Is that
Oh,
is that what I'm
unlock
looking for?
something.
The one-on-one with the Scoutmaster. You might have the eyes that I have now.
Let me see.
That's
We had a
from the
one-on-one.
Scoutmaster.
Oh, I do. These eyes, these big open eyes.
Yeah, the ones where
Yeah.
you've like seen some shit.
Yeah,
we-
oh, I'm
we've
seeing
seen
shit,
some-
for
we've seen
sure,
some
yeah.
shit.
There is some shit, and I've seen it.
For sure.
No,
Okay,
big ball.
yeah, I don't have any.
I don't know.
Ghost God, thank you for the
Cool.
gifted and thank you for the biddies,
Just
dude.
do-
Thank you.
I don't
I have
know
an
if
Eevee.
you can
Ooh.
just do
Go
that.
to sleep. Oh, you mean like a custom and just do that biome?
Yeah.
That'd be really
I
cool.
don't know.
Let me
if you
see.
can. You
Um,
can. So like if you guys
custom
just wanted to do a
options.
mini run and only go back,
Only
to
go
that
do those
biome,
biomes. That could be cool.
you can
The passport,
do a
yeah, I
custom
forgot.
run
Thank you.
All
and
right.
just go back to that
Scoutmaster hat, the
biome
large
if you want to
Gameplay.
try
Is
it
that
again.
Hold on. Where's the
Is
biomes?
that the Scoutmaster hat? That looks like a witch hat.
That's the witch hat.
There's the spawn pool.
Yeah, this
There's
looks
a
like a
witch
witch hat. Someone was saying that the Scoutmaster hat.
It should be this one. It's like a ranger.
Yeah, I don't have that. I didn't get that.
So
one.
it wouldn't be one. It would be biome 3 and 4, right? Fourth biome. Oh, okay. Do a mini run and just do the fourth. That's kind of cool. Fallen Ninja. Thank you for the 12 months. 3? Wait. Is it 3 or 4? Is it 3? Because we could try that. I like that we're able to do that. 3 is Gloom, 4 is Citadel. Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the
It was
question.
like, do the early bird one. And I was like, okay.
Do we
gotta
go
do it.
back
So this
to
time-
the,
It's actually called
do we
Early
go back
Bird.
to the Gloom one time and then try the Citadel?
Yeah, I think we should try.
Give it another
'Cause
try
That's, yeah, because is that
Give it a try.
biome?
whenever Trash Day comes out. Oh, put the if it's a game
that biome
suggestion, friend,
4?
definitely put it in Discord for sure.
Right?
Do what?
So, is there different? There's different
4,
biomes, right?
Yes.
Can you select what biome we go to?
Yeah, we can do a mini run and we could just go to the Gloom and then move on.
So
from
Gloom
there.
is 3 and 4 is Citadel.
Gloom and Doom. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can do that.
Is
Yeah,
it?
That's what Mare was saying.
Is it? The numbers. Does that mean like how high up we're getting there? Like Citadel's higher?
It's the number is just like which biome we pass. So like we had
Yeah.
the first one we did, and then after that we had the one where the jungle is, right? Wait. Yeah, because I
jungle
only
is-
have
that's why I was
choices for
saying-
4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't have a fifth.
Yeah, because I think the Gloom
So maybe
and
those are the
Citadel
biomes we've
count
gotten
as
to.
like one together. I think biome
Oh.
4 is the Gloom.
Okay.
I thought.
Okay. Well, let's give it a try.
Yeah, Gloom
leave everything
is
else
4,
alone.
and then you either get to the Citadel or you don't. You can't like start
Okay.
at the Citadel. I thought.
Oh.
That
Alright,
could
let's
be
try
true.
it.
So does it give you the options of
Give it a
where
try.
we've been? So we died at Gloom. So
Yeah, so we could
yeah.
start
Gloom
a
was the
mini
last spot.
run, I
So,
think.
yeah, so I'm
at
doing a mini run, and it's going to take
fourth
biome
area,
4.
and then we could try from Gloom forward if
Yeah.
you wanted to.
Rather than us having to go do all the other ones, we'll just go
Take me to
straight to the Gloom.
take me there.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it took us an hour to get.
Take me there. Not a problem. Yeah. We'll have to do Gloom anyway. Exactly. Might as well. I like that because then we don't have to do that entire run just to give that a try. So that's nice.
Like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes.
You're an hour and a half.
That's how long the runs are. Oh, I could be. That's how long the runs are.
Do you want to be?
Okay. Well,
Do
that's
you
not
What is that
bad.
noise? Is someone in the fridge? Oh, it's never mind. It's a briefcase. What is that noise, dude?
I don't know what you hear right now.
Ooh, some thick
Is
man.
Flash glitching for anyone else?
Thick man. No. Is there a sound like
No.
right here?
Oh
Yes.
no. What the fuck? Is anyone else seeing this?
Seeing what?
No?
No, my game's glitched then. Flash is like, I don't even know what to say, glitching all over the map for me.
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm
might be a
gonna look.
syncing issue.
Yeah.
What? in
Because
the-
everything's okay on my end.
Oh, yeah, he's like
Oh,
flying
okay, I see that.
Yeah,
everywhere.
if you look at my stream for a second, it's like, what the fuck is happening?
So we
What?
might have to go back to the lobby and then
Dude!
reload.
Okay.
Can you hear Flash talking? Because I can't even hear him talking.
Okay. Yeah, see, everyone is fine for me.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, it's crazy. Flash, slow down.
Oh my God.
Come back.
All right, so I guess we'll go back to the lobby.
Flash is like Dash from Incredibles.
Yeah.
Well, he's living up to the name, yeah.
All right, back to the lobby. Leave. Okay. Sounds like well, it's an all of us problem when we're all trying to be in the game together. All right, let's try this again. Super speed on Sheep stream, as I should. That sounds right. Mr. Rafa, hello, sir. All right, invite. Let's try this again. Cheebs, invite. Phoenix, invite. Eventually, ka-chow. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane. My God.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello again.
I thought it was all of us, so I was like, no.
Flash. Fucking,
Oh my God, he's
jumping around.
Yeah, he's just like normal now. I can actually hear him.
Jump around.
Ew,
Jump.
gross.
He doesn't sound like a chip. Doesn't sound like a chipmunk.
Jump up, jump up.
Get down.
Jump up, get down. I came to get down. I came to get down. So get up your feet and jump around.
Jump, jump.
No, it wasn't a mod. We're not playing with mods. No.
No mods. It even suggested not playing with mods.
With the new up, yeah. Well, it just came out yesterday, didn't it? The new up dot.
It's been out not that long.
Update.
The update.
Oh, fuck.
Little bit. Oh, you good?
Oh,
I just saw you flying across the court.
You know.
Okay, this is gonna be this.
One of those days.
You ready for this?
Nailed it.
Never
In the
mind.
zoomies.
that's right. Let's show 'em
What
how
are you,
it's
a
done.
cat? Are you a cat, Vin?
Oh, off the rim.
Get the 3 a.m. zoomies.
Yeah.
I
Don't
gotta-
you get
I
3
gotta
M
adjust.
zoomies?
I got to adjust the volumes again because,
Wow, dude.
for whatever reason, again, I know how loud they are, but Flash is quiet again. The lobby, like,
Well,
but I'll
then
have to turn
turn
them down
me
when we
up.
get into the game.
Is Flash even talking?
Yes,
He was.
I
It's
was
the
talking.
volumes. Like
I am
Flash.
talking.
Flash is the only one I have to turn up. It's weird. Normally, I have to turn everyone down to 30% because it's so loud. But I have
think there's a
Flash
way
at
for me
130.
to have my volume.
But that's because your headsets are at like 100, aren't they?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
loud.
see, do you turn
Yeah, so
everybody
you're normal volume.
individual? Do you turn
I do
everybody-
ind-
oh,
I do
see,
individual.
in the audio,
I do-
there's also the voices volume down on the bottom. So I only have everybody's voices set at 50% to begin with.
But
and then I
but our
adjust
voices
from
are
there.
all the same level for you.
Yeah, well, you're like 75% of the 50%, but most people are like the
Speaking
same.
of
Oh, okay.
75. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God!
But
My
I also,
kneecaps.
What does
I
that
was
even
gonna
mean?
say, I also only
is
have
that?
my headset at 60%, so
Where's the
it's
punchline?
not.
Oh,
like-
mine's
Oh,
100.
yeah.
I always have mine.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's
I have
No.
mine set.
Yeah.
I have
No.
mine set really high.
If I wore mine
Yeah.
at 100, I think I would be crying.
I cranked that.
I would
Soldier
also
Boy
be
and I turned
crying.
down
Yeah,
OBS.
100%.
Yeah, I got my
No
auditory
tears from
issues,
South.
so I'd be
No
like,
tears for
nah.
fears.
No.
Tears for
Not
fears.
those tears.
No tears.
Tears for fears. Yeah.
All right. Oh, let me set up the.
Unless
custom.
you're fearing the tears. Yeah, we're going back to Gloom.
Yes. Oh, it might already be set.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Take me to Gloom.
Hopefully
I love how.
this works. They said part of it, like a couple things were a little buggy, so we'll see if this is one of those couple little things. Oh, I just watched somebody spawn.
Gloom, day one.
Get gloomed on,
No.
nerd.
Oh,
Chia's head was.
can I
on
not
fire.
get gloomed on?
I mean,
I mean, if you ask nicely, I guess not.
Oh.
I
Oh.
suppose.
I mean,
I
yeah.
suppose.
Won't make a
Alright.
fuss about it or anything, but you know.
Look at that.
All right, there, bud.
Big ass citadel.
Alright.
Oh, fucking right there, bud. Just hop on down there.
All right, we're gonna find the way. This looks like it has way
on down
more
there and order your
available
tidbits.
crap above the fog.
I still have yet to.
Yeah,
have
this is kind of a. You can kind of
Shh,
see
don't
where to
touch
go
Chiba.
from here, eh? You can see the strats.
This one's way better looking.
Yeah, the
Oh,
other one looked kind of.
is it procedural or whatever you call it, where like it changes every
It
time?
should be the same every day. Well, it's same for
Oh.
the
It
day.
should-
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see. But going down in an early round.
Sugar, we're going down in the
Sure,
fall.
we're going down.
We're going in the fog. We're sleeping in this bitch.
Please. Okay.
Sleeping in this
No
bitch.
frogs, no frogs, no frogs.
Oh God,
no
hail.
frogs.
Sounds like he's in the.
No
Sounds like a radio. I'm just trying to go
What?
to this.
What is happening
It does.
behind me right now?
Yeah, that's what I was hearing the last game
Yeah.
too. Turns into like a walkie-talkie or a radio.
Frog, no.
Like, look at this guy. This guy's pointing over there. Like,
He's
why?
pointing that way, and I still have no idea what that means. There's also signs over there. What is that?
I don't.
See
It
the
probably just
signage?
points you which way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a. He's pointing to the signs. It's
Brain
also
not
go.
functioning.
Okay.
I don't know if we just. I
Well,
think we might just have to go
Oh
for it.
God, my booty.
Oh, wait. Do I hear him
The
through
X
the bird?
It's not working.
Oh! Is that how it works?
We're hearing him through the bird.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here.
Oh my God.
I'm going up.
Oh no! 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 No!
Oh my God.
No! I'm getting licked on.
Don't get licked! Try not to get licked if you can avoid it.
Get up. Get up.
I go to here.
Oh, this. Oh no.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, you made it over there. Hello!
Phoenix.
Hello?
I got you. Oh, I'm so cold.
Hello?
Oh, I don't know where I am. Oh, I'm so fucking screwed, yo.
Hey!
Screwed you.
Look what I found!
I am so turned around.
Hello?
I don't know.
I genuinely do not.
Oh shit! Oh, don't point at me. I wonder if that's a strategy. Wait. Oh, I need to go that way. Oh, okay. The frog is also a revenger. Hello? It's cool that the birds are mimicking whatever people are saying. Oh, this is dangerous. This is so dangerous. There's nowhere to go though. I've got to go that way, I think. Oh my God. It was this way, right? Straight ahead? Oh God, oh, I was there. Get me out of the sleepy. Lodge, thank you for the 11 months, dude. Oh, okay. I need to let the sleepies go away. I'm also getting hungry too. You can do it! Hey, Jeeves, you smell like a fart. Hello, bird. Goodbye. Get up there. Wonder. Oh, whoa. Okay, we're good. Is that?
You're doing it!
Oh my God!
You're doing it! Yeah, I got snoozed to death, unfortunately.
You got snoo-snooed?
I got snoo-snooed, yeah.
Oh, not the snoo-snoo.
Are you the only one alive?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, let me check.
It's just you, Chiefs. Okay. I don't really need the health pack right now. Oh man, that's such a long distance without being able to get above the thing. I'm gonna maybe go to them. I'm gonna try to. Let's go this way. Auga! Auga! Hi!
Oh,
Hi.
don't fall asleep.
Okay. Auga!
Flash, where are you?
I'm on the other side of this thingy. Hold on. I'm working on it.
He's over here.
I'm right
you
here.
guys are
Go
close.
grab
You
that
got
one,
this. You
Phoenix.
got this.
I'm right
Oh wait,
here.
Yeah.
Flash got it. Let's go.
Flash,
Yeah.
Grab that.
I have something for you to eat.
Little broth case there. Ooh,
I like it.
Some energy drink.
Throw it to me.
I
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone need health? I found that.
I do.
I mean, I'm a little.
I could use a little revive over there if you don't
Feed me a
mind.
worm?
I did.
Thank you.
Oh, you get the pajamas.
Let's go.
I ate the worm. Let's go.
Yes, you ate the worm.
Gotta make some Tim Allen grunts.
Bananas in pajamas.
They're coming down the stairs. Wait, hold up. Did you guys have that cartoon or that show too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a Canadian show. I thought so.
Phoenix, are you okay?
No.
Where are you?
Bananas.
Are you good?
No.
Your face is glowing. What did you eat?
I got hit by a
in
Oh
pajamas.
my
Here.
god.
Look here.
Your face is glowing.
Hold on. Let me look at.
Yeah,
look at you.
I am.
Oh.
What the
I am blind. Okay, now I
What
can
the
see
hell
again.
was that?
Arnar, okay.
Oh my god.
Was that a jellyfish on your
Rude-ass
face?
ghost.
It was like a
No,
sleepy
this
thingy.
giant like boo-sized
Oh.
ghost came and smashed me in the face and knocked me down
What
and
the
exploded
hell?
my brain.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was like a whole thing.
Ow. Can I walk up this? Kind of. Yes. Okay. A little bit.
Oh,
You
look,
did
there's
get. You
more
did get
pieces.
ecto-good. This is true.
So if you get the
Nice.
candle,
Yeah.
it can dispel the ghost, but it's a
Mhm,
kind of a timing thing.
Oh, okay. So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
about bananas and pajamas.
No, but it could be if you wanted it to be.
Okay.
Hasha.
A shoe.
Oh look, there's another worm.
A sheet. Oh, shitty energy drink.
I'm gonna save it for
Another worm?
Chiba.
Okay.
Yeah.
See for the churros.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
feed
we
it to
feed Chiba the
Chiba.
shitty ones.
Okay, we're really close.
We are
Okay.
super, super close.
We just gotta keep
You
going.
think it's a straight shot?
Yeah. it
With
looks
our
like
luck?
it.
I know.
It looks like it.
She said something about a
There's
frog.
always
I
no
heard
fucking
her.
frogs.
They said something about a frog. I heard it.
Watch out for that frog.
Oh. Watch
Can I
out for
shoot
that
it in
frog.
the face with this the claw thingy?
You can certainly try. I'd like to see the outcome of that.
Right? Ribbit. Ribbit. The that energy
Ribbit.
drink really sucks.
Ribbit.
Go, go, go.
Rabate.
I made it.
Nice.
You did
Oh,
it!
nice.
Oh, I'm gonna wait till the
pretty-
sleepy
I'm
goes
pretty
away.
sleepy though.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this sleepy. to go
Pretty
away.
sleepy.
Look at that thing. Oh my god. What
Right?
happens when you go inside? Is there a
Are
monster?
we going
It's so
going to like
Elden Ring.
Mount Tower or whatever?
Oh, okay. You gonna fight a boss?
Mount Tower. Tower of Doom.
The Tower of Doom.
Mount Tower.
Bird, 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 quack, bird, bird.
Oh, like some
okay.
Indiana Jones stuff. You did it!
Let's go.
We did
Oh
it!
my God! Look at us all together again.
Look at that.
Oh, into the citadel we go.
Look at that. As a
Let's
team,
go
we did
revive
this.
As a team.
Shiva, and then I
Couldn't
can
have done it without
me.
farm.
Good job, floating goo.
Thank you.
Floating goo head.
So much work.
did
I
so
got
much
goo
work.
in my
I'm a floating
head.
goo
Don't
head.
call me a goo head.
Don't call me a goo.
Oh,
head.
it's
dude.
Hey, look, a hot
Floating for me.
We got glizzies.
Oh, dude! Let's go!
Here.
Why is there a line here?
Thank you. Oh, you fed me a worm. I got a worm now. Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
There's a
That
hot
seems like
dog.
a booby trap.
That does look like a booby
Can we
trap.
make it a corn dog? Can I roast my weight?
Can you roast your hag out?
You had that?
Oh my God, that's a. Well, that's a. I don't, even
Don't
think,
forget to
I
double
don't think
cook
that
your
roasted
hag
it.
egg. Oh, who farted?
There we go. Double cook. Oh yeah, that's a well done dog right there. There we go.
Done dog. Hold on, I'm gonna heat that.
What a
this.
beauty. What the fuck?
What?
Where did that arrow cut? I just got an arrow in my head. Someone pull it out.
You got a freaking dart in your neck.
Oh my god, you're crazy, man.
Cut a friggin' dog in your neck, man.
Oh. Nice, got antlers. Phoenix, this is yours.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was causing a little bit of a headache.
All right, into the citadel.
Into the citadel we go.
So much for like curing my hunger and being 100% stamina again.
James literally can't hear
Hey
anything.
guys, what's this dark and scary
Yeah.
citadel? Nothing wrong in here, right?
Stop walking into traps. I didn't know it was there.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, this is
Oh,
kind
this
of.
looks cool.
There's suitcases in the
Okay,
middle.
so
Those are safe, right?
from experience, those beams of light are traps, so I won't walk into those again. Okay.
Uh huh.
Okay. Why
I
did
need some
this seems a little
bandages or
sus?
something.
It does
Is
seem
that a
little
suitcase in a
sus.
suitcase? Oh. Oh my God, is that,
That
a
is
jetpack?
100%.
Fucking jetpack?
Suitcase inception. Oh my god, who's taking that?
Oh no, I just put it
Flare.
on.
Fanny pack? Sports drink? I mean, I guess I'll take it. I don't, you know.
What the f-
What's this thing? Chain launcher.
Oh, that's really good to. Be really helpful to have, actually. Put that in there.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to put that there.
I mean, if you put it in there, I can grab it.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you want to keep it.
Well, I kind of want to...
Like how do I use the jetpack?
Do you have a fanny pack or backpack?
I thought I did.
Right
I have
here.
a fanny pack.
Hold down E, and then you have to go to the bottom option on this one here.
I'm a little confused. Keldon, think of the 16 months.
Where fanny pack? Oh, there we go.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. I got a little fanny pack now.
Oh. Oh, da, da,
Oh.
da, 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 da.
Oh my god, there he goes!
Da, 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 I think that was it though. I think once you use it, like that's a little bit.
It's a
I had
one-shot
to-
wonder.
I had to see though.
Oh, we're going this way?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
What the hell? What the hell?
What the hellifer?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh.
Arrow in my head! Arrow in my head!
Classic
God damn it.
Jeeves.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Stop it!
oh, this is hurting me.
How do I get up here where you guys are? Oh man. Remove arrow, please. This is hurting me.
What is that?
What is what?
The little like
Okay, that
broken
hurt me
mountain
more.
thingy.
How did me removing it? hurt
Yeah, I
me
think
more?
it's turning us into stone. Did you see how there's all these little
Oh.
people around and they are rock?
I see.
Yeah, so I think
Good
if you like
spot.
use stuff or you land on those, you'll become a stone.
I don't know where you guys are.
Up.
I'm
You're
up.
below me.
Up.
Or above
Are
me.
you?
I was like, I am
Oh, I
the
see. Wait,
general
Phoenix, I
vicinity.
think you're directly above me. I'm a little, I'm a
Yeah,
little further
I
down.
can
Yeah, yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
you.
Can I
All right.
use the chainsaw to, like, pull myself up?
So I went up that way, right there.
You went up the way that I'm about to go up right now.
Yeah.
That sounds very ominous.
Yeah, I guess the fog is rising. or
Ominous
something like that.
tones. stamp gets built up a little bit here.
Yeah.
What the hell? Can I not? Okay. What the?
Oh, hey. Welcome.
Just be careful
I don't know what's
not to
happening.
become a pin cushion. Or,
There we go.
don't. It's up to you.
You got
Or
me, brother.
don't.
Okay, well, let's
Ooh, there's like stairs right there, Phoenix.
Yeah, man. Let's do it again.
I went up this
Do I go
way.
this way, maybe?
Hold on. I'm just a curious little rhino. Like, look at these stairs. It seems
Oh,
too
what the
good to be
fuck?
true, you know?
I don't have enough to make it, I don't think. My
But-
health is super low.
Have you tried being healthier?
I tried. It's not working.
Try again.
I tried and I got so far. In the end,
It didn't even matter.
thank you.
Oh, look at that crazy guy. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Well, we don't want to touch that. What the fuck? All right. Doing good, kid. Spinning wheel of death. That's certainly what it looks like. This doesn't. Hold on. I need to go up. Maybe this way. Why am I falling? What the shit? Oh my God! Is that a spinning saw of death up there? Is that what I just saw? Okay. Okay. Good night, Tinkerbell. Thank you for hanging out, friend. Appreciate you. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of feeling like I still want to just keep
Where's
going.
every? Oh my God, the glue is rising.
Is the goo rising?
The goo is rising.
It's my favorite song.
The goo is rising so hard. Oh God, not the goo. Anything but the goo. I don't know
Yeah,
where
you
I'm
tell
going.
that goo.
I don't know either. I'm dying. Goodbye, world.
Did Shiva just die?
Oh no. I'm gonna set a pit right up here.
Where's Shiva?
All right. Here. And then over here. Does that sound mean the goo is getting higher?
Take me higher.
Oh my God, you scared me.
I think it's just you and Phoenix, pretty sure.
Okay.
I know. I think me and Vin are dead. Oh, I know I'm dead. I don't have to think about that.
Wait,
I know
Shiva,
I'm
are
dead.
you alive?
Oh, Vin, you're still alive?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're doing it.
Where's Shiva?
I thought you died when I died. Oh, I'm dead. I died. Oh.
Not anymore, buddy.
Hey, let's
What is
go.
that, some kind of magic? What did you just do?
Spiky balls of death.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I died to the
Oh,
fog.
there's a ladder.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God. I kinda
Maybe?
wanna do
Okay, I'm gonna
this,
wait.
I think it's the right thing to do, but I'm scared.
Is there a better? Hold on.
This is a hard map. This is an absolute hard map.
It's so hard to know if what the way you're going is right or not, you know? There's stairs here.
We're going
try to go this way. There we go. Can I? Oh. I can climb those. Well, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. If I go that way, I don't know if there's really much up. I do have my hook, but I kind of want to save it for when it's really needed. I'm not being healed at all, which means oh man, maybe I just use it. Maybe I say fuck it. But I don't even have. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how are you? Dude,
Oh, hey.
I can't hook into shit.
Oh, you got. Can you? Would you hook up the level right above you?
Oh, it's not letting me. It's not letting me hook over there at all. It can only go away when you get a campfire.
Crap.
Okay.
Is there not enough hook?
No. Well, I mean, I can shoot very far away over there. You know what?
Is it
This is a
too
yellow.
close? Oh. Go for it. You can do it, Flash. I believe in you.
Thank you.
You don't believe in yourself.
Hey, what's that lantern?
Believe in me that believes in you.
Believing me. Believe in you. What is this? What is this? Does this do anything? Touch it? I thought I did touch it. Okay. We're getting up there, man. Uh-oh. Spinny Saw of Death. That's good. You did. It didn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, it could just be decor. Yeah. Oh, shit.
What the hell? My God, that looks very difficult.
That looks that looks healthy.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm kind of glad I died now, I think. Okay, so you're here, and I think Phoenix is below you? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Phoenix is
Can I grab?
unfortunately
I thought it's above me.
below.
Phoenix from... I think below, but I'm not 100%.
They're in the miasma.
So, sorry?
The miasma? The clouds? The fart clouds?
Fart
Oh,
clouds.
I didn't know it was the fart cloud. I didn't know it was called a Mayapa. Is that what you said?
I think it said something about my asthma.
Miasma? Miasma?
Oh, my asthma!
No,
Is
it's
that like
okay,
gibberish?
never mind. You know what? Sure. We'll go with that.
Are you speaking Laotian to me, Vin? Is that what this is?
No!
Rescue claws OP here. Yeah.
What the
I can
fuck?
see that.
Oh! Oh, he's doing it.
We're getting there, friends.
He's doing it, my God.
Doing it. Doing it. Doing it well. It's like a puzzle, man. You just gotta look for the openings. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll go up this way. Can I grab onto this? Oh, that's dicey. Tis dicey. I want to just reach for it, but I can't. Oh, God. Oh, there's a spot right there, but if I go over there, that could be bad.
But it could be good.
Could be. Hold on, I'm gonna try this.
Could be.
Try this instead. Look around a little bit. Those... I can't make that jump. Don't think so. As nice as that would be. Let's go over this way for a second. I could probably make that though. I don't know if that's helpful at all. Let's go around this way. Let's take a look. Look for our best spot. Got a chain that could take me over there. I don't think that's as helpful. I think if I can find a way over this way, that might be the best. Maybe. Actually, let's try over here. Let's look. This might be my best bet.
Oh shit.
Yep. Phoenix is getting close to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of hear them. They're getting louder and louder, yeah.
That's a big old.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big old something. I don't know who said that.
Heyo. Oh, okay.
Oh, this looks promising. There's a briefcase.
This is a
Possible
really good
footage.
ledge.
Oh, thank God.
Keep going up. Oh.
Good, very good. Where is that? Oh, that must be the top of it.
Do I try to use this somewhere?
I feel like yeah, go.
The problem is, it's going to drop me. Wherever I go, it's just going to drop me, right? Like that looks safe, but it's so hard to say. Like, that would probably be okay.
Cross over there, that would have been probably really good.
I just don't know if I need it right now.
But oh, you can yeah, you can go under.
Like, if I go... Last one left. No, we have one more. Phoenix!
That was questionable, but that was good.
Flash,
Hi!
I'm alive.
Let's go. Hells yeah.
Just barely.
Oh, that's a goo. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, that's a petrifying goo.
Woo!
Woo! Oh, I can maybe... Oh my God. That's so dicey, but I might be able to get it. Like, try right there. Should I just go for it? I might be able to get it right above that platform.
Does this affect my ability?
And look above it. There's a lot of stuff above it. Can you jump and shoot? Maybe. Oh, shit.
Ooh, there's a ladder right above you.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh, that have anywhere to go. It's a question.
Where's Phoenix? Where's Phoenix?
Phoenix is close.
I can't see them.
Oh, there's like a thing to the left.
Oh,
There's a
dude,
thing to the
hell
right
yeah.
too. And then there's a thing to the side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see
Anything
Flash.
else, bud?
Yeah, you're right there. Nice.
Hi, Phoenix.
There you go.
Hi.
My
You're
God.
doing good, kid. You're doing good.
You're doing great.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Oh, is that the way to go?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
All right. Where you at, Phoenix?
I'm literally right behind you.
Okay.
Just climb that ladder and you are almost to freedom.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're kicking tush.
Freedom is you.
Freedom is you.
When does
Okay.
this map end? Well, it's about to. Well, actually, we don't know. It looks like it might.
We're not even sure, but we're gonna
We
find
saw
a way.
like windows and stuff, and I can see like the sun peering in.
There's like windows and stuff.
Yeah, there's
and
windows and stuff.
It's
Pretty sure
getting all
I saw a
bright and
skylight.
everything.
Yeah, bright and stuff, man. That's how you know you're almost there. No God.
No
Reminds me of
God.
all those gnarly waves I see in California. Like whatever.
God, it just hit you in the face with splash.
Bodacious.
Splash.
Blah. Curse splash,
What a
dude.
time. Curse splash. Sometimes I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
Car splash, dude. Totally gnarly.
All right, Phoenix. I don't know. What do we think? There's really nothing nice here.
Maybe through that silver is like a little.
Can we wait a minute?
Staircase
Hold on,
going
Phoenix.
upwards?
Hey, Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
even a better
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, take a peek. There's a ladder over there. I don't know.
These ladders.
One of these ones.
There's a ladder that goes to the chain that goes straight up.
If only we could like fly
Ooh,
around
I
the
see
sky, I
what
mean,
you're
that'd be cheating, I
saying,
guess.
Vid. Over here.
A ladder to a chain.
Yeah, that ladder right up there. There's a chain right up there that leads right to the
Does
corner
that
of
ladder
star.
replenish my stamina?
Sun.
Outer edge.
I do not think it does,
No.
but I'm not 100%.
That is a ceiling, because you see, this is the way out. Like, all that is solid.
See, that's a
Is it?
ceiling.
Yeah. I just tried to go up one of the other ones, and these blue spots are ceiling.
Oh, meaning you can't.
There's a
grab
chain
on.
that goes into the middle though.
Yeah, that's,
Does it- you see that one?
I think is the good one. From this guy right here.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys could be able to make it.
I don't
A little
think so, 'cause
questionable.
Look at how much stamina I use just to get up to the ladder.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna go to the outside. Might have to go to the outside.
You got
Where?
you got a little arrow in your ear. That Miaz was rising.
Where's Phoenix? Phoenix, are you near the middle?
I'm on the outside.
Where are you? Hold on.
Trying something. It's not-
Outside on the other side?
Yeah, I was trying on. Did you get up that?
Yes. Where are you? Hold on. I'm gonna try. God, can I shoot you from here?
Do it, do it.
I can't. They're on the outside.
Yeah, you might be able to if I stand on the inside here.
Hold on. I'm on the outside. Where are you? Shit. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. Okay. Okay.
My God.
I can't.
Do it. Do it.
I can't. I don't have eyes.
I'm like straight down from you.
Can I aim?
Hang on. Am I higher?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. All right, I'm gonna try. Please work.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's go.
Yes! Holy
you goddamn did it.
shit! Oh my God! Were you standing in the fog?
I was.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
I was like, maybe if I just
Just
stand
in time.
still,
No,
he
that
can
was
do
such
it.
a smart thing to get higher. You getting a little bit higher meant I could see you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man.
Oh, there it is.
Dude, that thing came in clutch.
We are watching glory.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. The fact that you can use it in multiple ways. We're watching glory, everybody.
Yep.
Holy dude.
I feel like I'm here with you guys.
You are. You're here. in spirit.
Look, hey, get closer. Get closer. Get closer, Chief. You are here.
I'm close.
You are here. You are here in spirit and
Bring
as
it
a
in,
spirit.
man. Bring it in.
Oh, man, I really feel it now. I really feel it now. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at all the
Bring it
flowers,
close.
the happy little flowers.
Oh, they're so nice and happy.
Glory is upon us.
And
on
I
this
don't have enough
weird
stand to get
citadel
up the hill.
I know. Please,
Phoenix,
no, we don't
you might have to go the long way. Here, just get.
I might have to.
There you go.
Thank you.
what a tease. They give us hills to go up. Oh.
They're like, you almost made it, sort of.
Hey, at least
Can you imagine
God.
just dying right here on the hill?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God,
You roll
I
down
would
the hill
cry.
that way? Look. Oh my god, we need to be safe.
Is this the hill
that
you
would
want to die
be
on?
the worst thing ever.
No.
You want?
It's
No,
certainly
it's
not.
not.
Imagine, yeah. Is that a crab?
All
What
right,
is
light
that?
it up.
Oh, they're glow sticks. Oh, never mind.
Light it up.
Well, dude,
See, is that a
they're all
crab?
moving on my screen. You may not be able to see it. It's glitching for me.
Here,
Yeah,
let's
they're
light
like-
one for our
they're
light one for our
kinda-
homies.
Yeah.
Light one for the homies.
Pour one out.
One for the homies.
One for the
Oh
homies.
my God.
Helicopter.
So this is
It
the
just
end.
explodes.
This is the end.
Yeah.
This is the end.
Yeah.
You guys did it. It's the end of the
end is
world
the
as we
end.
know it.
Where'd that rope
She
go?
was like,
It's the
I've
end
never
of the
peaked.
world.
I feel fine.
Oh
You're
god, I
doing
don't know
it.
if I got on the rope. I think I'm dead. Oh,
Let's
Oh.
go.
Flash
Lovely
came
job.
Clutch with that.
woo. Two of us. My hand hurts. my hand, my mouse hand is like cramping.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say sweating.
No,
From all that.
cramping.
So good.
That was a lot. Well, that was
fun.
amazing
cool.
to see.
I'm glad we
so
got to
happy
try
I got
that.
to see
I'm
the
glad
ending.
they have customs
Yeah.
we can do that.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
That's great, yeah.
It takes so long to do these. So if you spend like an hour and a half and then you die,
Right.
it sucks having to redo it all.
All
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
right now.
You have
can
to do the
this.
entire thing
It's
again.
so nice now.
Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
get high a second time. Exactly.
Hey, Auto Man.
You can start off where you
Ooh.
were.
Very
Get
nice.
high right away.
They did it.
Right
Well,
away.
that's got to be it for me because it's almost
Samesies.
midnight.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost
Oh
midnight.
my gosh.
Thank you
It's
for
late.
the
But thank you for
games.
the
I had
games.
so
That was
much
fun.
Thank you for the
fun.
invite.
Had a blast.
So
And
much
thanks
fun.
to the
man.
rescue.
You guys did amazing.
Good job,
Oh my
man.
God! Thank you,
you.
Flash.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my.
Thank you. Give you a
Oh my
bonus
God.
here.
Oh dear God! Oh wow!
Come on.
Oh,
right,
wow.
wait, hold on.
Bye,
Oh,
everybody.
Oh,
Chiba.
wow.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Go stand
Yep.
on the walking path and then pass out and spam spacebar.
How do I pass out though? How do I do that?
R and then second page and down.
Okay.
So come over to this
Okay,
one.
pass out.
You gotta
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. Did I not?
hold on.
Okay,
You
right,
gotta walk.
okay,
No,
okay.
onto this one. That one's going the wrong direction. Get on this one.
Okay. Walk onto this one and then pass
And
out.
then
Right?
and pass out and then and then spacebar.
I can't even see what I'm doing.
Hold on. I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on.
Okay.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing in Peak. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Here I come.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
the dead fish
amazing.
is my favorite.
Oh my God.
Oh, this was fun, sir. Thank you for joining.
This is a lot of fun, dude. Thank you so much for the games.
Absolutely
I'm sure we're
appreciate
going
you.
to a similar place.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Wait,
I don't
hold
know.
on.
We don't have to.
Oh man.
There's a lot of places. There's like
Oh,
18 at least.
I didn't get the pajamas. No, I think we know where
40?
we're going.
Did you get the pajamas?
No.
You should have. You ate.
Maybe it's because
Phoenix fed you a
I
worm.
did it. Maybe it's because I didn't do it myself because they fed it to me.
Oh.
I think it's because you fed it to me. I guess I'll just have to play again.
Yeah.
Or
Phoenix
whatever.
fed me a worm too, and I didn't get it either.
Yeah, I guess that you have to eat it yourself.
We know for next time. You gotta
Now we
give
know for
us
next
the
time.
worm,
This is true.
and then we eat the worm. We consume
And then
the
we
worm.
eat the
after
worm. We
it's been
consume
given
the
to
worm.
us. Yeah.
Roger that.
Thank you for
All
the
right,
games,
friend.
Flash.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Have an amazing night.
Bye. Go bye. I think it's because custom. Oh, in the custom levels, you can get badges. So I was gonna say, can you get outfits and stuff like that when you're in customs? You can't get achievements in customs. That would make more sense. You can't. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Not with customs. Just got to do it in the full. This was really cool though. I like this. Man, I don't know. I think I like this more than I like the freaking volcano. The kiln or whatever it's called. I like this better. This one is more fun to me. I enjoy this one more. So very cool. I don't know how about how I feel about the sleepy field. Still unsure about that. Although the frog definitely seems like it could be the toad or the frog, whatever. I feel like that could be useful. I just have to figure out what to make use of it. I don't know. But it's super cool though. All right. Let's open up Twitch. Let me make sure I stop raids. There we go. Oh, thank you, Vinchley. Oh no, I was holding the frog. Yeah, I was literally holding it. Vin, thank you so much for the games, man. We definitely need to play more here soon, whatever the hell it may be, man. Phoenix, thank you for playing. Dude, that was such a clutch. If I did not find that rescue whatever thing, neither of us probably would have made it. I wouldn't have made it. So that was super cool. I was so afraid that by me trying to shoot at you and pick you up, that it was going to take me down to you. It was like, oh, okay, well, I just screwed us both. Hi, Mr. Doc. We're just getting started, dude. How are you, sir? Doc, the new peak update's great. The last two biomes that they added, awesome. Lovely. Yeah. Emery, thank you so much, friend. Yeah, too good. Doc, you're going to join? You coming with? I threw my claw down to a friend and then died because I didn't have it. I used it. I used it right at the edge to get me on top of something. And then I went around and I wasn't able to get a spot to where I could see Phoenix. And then they just climbed up just a little bit. And then I was able to see them. So super freaking cool. It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday. What's up, Chaotic? How are you, dude? Okay. Let us get ready to raid, friends. Guys, if you're not in my Discord already, the Discord link is in chat. That is where we stay up to date with all the schedule things. And that's where I will post if anything's changing, if I'm doing a surprise stream or anything like that. And that's where you can hang out with the rest of the peeps. The socials are there as well. Please make sure to come hang out. Also, let us go raid. Friends, if you're a follower, that's for you. Subs, that's for you. Creepy tier 3, that's for you. I know where we're going already. Easy peasy. Friday. There's a possibility I might do an early stream on Friday. Like as in early in the morning. Maybe. It'll be Faz. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this is going to be available starting on Friday. Starting Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern, you guys are going to have the ability to earn the Black Kinetic Publishing hat. And I'll just pretend it's a Flash hat. Just pretend there's nothing even on it. That might be the possibility. As long as that, if I have nothing really going on, that might be what I do. If you have any time tomorrow night, just saying. What are you doing tomorrow night, Doc? Are you playing more Grain Rot? You need that black hat, don't you? Maybe. Did they say how long we got to watch? They did not. I would, wait, maybe they actually, you know what? Maybe they did. They might have. I think it might be 2 hours. Hold on. I think it actually did. Let me go to, I feel like I remember in the blog, I remember the blog saying 2 hours. I think. I thought they said 2 hours. I'm going to look right now. Let's see. Yeah, 2 hours. Yep, 2 hours. It's this. So just so you can see it for your own eyeballs, tune in to any Phasmo stream for a total of 2 hours between Friday, August 14th and Monday, August 17th. So there we have it. Yeah. And then that's what you can earn. No, not bad. No, 2 hours. All you do, just make sure that you pull up a stream that you know is going to be playing Phasmo over the weekend, and just leave it open, and then you're good to go. I can do grain rot. Oh, you want to do Machine Party? I haven't played that yet, Mr. Doc. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be available tomorrow, just because the missus, we were out last night. We were in New York last night. Tonight, she was out because she went to a concert with a friend. So tomorrow night, she's probably going to want to relax and chill. And if she is, then I want to make sure that I'm there to relax and chill with her. Basically, have you up, so all works out. There we go. Yeah, 2 hours, and then we get that black hat. Easy peasy. Easy. Did I miss any blue cheese? You did not. No, there was no blue cheese was had. Totally safe. Watching you before. After surgery. Crimson, I hope the surgery goes well, friend. Doc, but I'll let you know, sir. If you plan on doing stuff and things, I will make sure to let you know. Because you know I'll play. You know I'll play. All right. Let's go raid. Let me get out of here. Actually, you know what? Before I do this, hold on. If there's no chill, you can hang out with me. I have no chill. We can have no chill together. Aww. See how far away she is. I'm sure she's on her way home. She is. They're still a while away from home, though. You lucky dog. Can confirm Flash also has no chill. Hey, I do. I have chill a lot of times. Hey. I think she's just talking to Chiba. That's why it's paused. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Thank you. Yep. I literally have it open too. No, I assumed as much. I don't know how long she's planning to go for, but we were going to go over there inevitably no matter what. So I'll wait for her to unpause and then we'll go and then make her pause again. So if you guys have never played Jackbox before, I've never done it on stream. I feel like I should at some point, because you can join as an audience member if you are a viewer. You just literally use your phone and go do and then you can enter the room code and you can join that way. And you can also affect the gameplay. So like whenever they're doing the murder party stuff, the murder party, if you're in the audience, at the end, the audience can beat out the people that are still alive. Yeah. It's great community night for funsies. I play Jackbox with the fam. Like we play Jackbox together. We play the press the button. Dude, that one's great. It's so fun. Could be a fun viewer day. I could be down. Only in Trivia Murder Party 2. Does 3 not have that? Wait, is there a 3? Maybe I didn't know that. I could be down for something like that. Yeah. All right. 1 does not have it. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I think I've heard that like, was it 7? I'm trying to remember which ones people were saying are the favorites. I was hearing 3, 7, 9. I don't remember which other ones. Murder Party's hilarious. There's a few that are really funny. Yeah, we did the dictionary one before with friends. That was hilarious. It was stupid, but it's so funny. 6 has TMP 2, I believe. Okay. But I love Job and Quiplash. Quiplash is funny. Yeah. Guesstimate. Man, there's so many of these I haven't played yet. We'll have to figure out some time. All right. Let me get out. Let's go visit a friend who's having a birthday stream, Miss Dahlia. Thank you, friends, so much for hanging out with me today. We are over 3/4 of the way to the monthly goal, and it is the 12th. So we are not even halfway through the month yet. Oh, boy. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. I will see you guys possibly in the morning on Friday. Possibly in the morning on Friday. I'm going to try to do that if I can. If there's nothing going on, I might do a morning stream and then a late stream. I probably won't do like a super long Friday stream. What I'll probably do is I'll probably break it up. I'll probably do a morning stream to lunch, and then I'll do a night stream at like my normal 8:30 time. Yeah. Thirsty. Listen, You get out. Listen. Good night, hockey. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much always for being here. At some point I want to play Murder Party. Machine Party. But not Murder Party. Whatever the hell the game was called that Doc was talking about. That, and then yeah, more Grain Rot. All right, friends. I love you all. I will see you later. Bye.